Good evening. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. What have you guys up to? Excuse me. Don't get a sore throat. So yeah, probably not going to get on a boat tonight because I've got administrative duties to do. See, start the academy for enzymes, etc, etc. So if you want to see what's going on, this is the place to be. Unless someone else starts streaming who's in it, and then yeah, feel free to go watch them if you want. But yeah, without further ado, shall we jump into the game? There's a couple of bits I need to do before 1:30, and if we can get that done, it'd be very, very useful. So let me just pause this and do this. And we're back. My phone just rang, I think, but we'll see if they ring back. If they ring back, it's important. Otherwise, it isn't. Music on. Gonna go with some jazz for tonight. Hopefully, you like a little bit of jazz. Laid back jazz. Jazz in the morning. It's like how you want to start the day, overlooking the trade dock. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Well, what I should say as well, before I start, is thanks to Jackal63 and Attractor63. They sound like bots to me, actually. One followed 5 hours ago, why they both got 63? Let's have a look. Created, maybe not. Just maybe major coincidence. Nice. So yeah, Jackal63 and Attractor63 followed 5 and 3 hours ago respectively. So those offline follows. Thank you very, very much. I think we're good. Is that still a bit too loud? Sounds a little bit too loud for me. 1 second. Let me just tweak it down a little bit. Is that loud enough? Quite quiet in my headset, but probably loud enough for you lot to listen to. Why has all my textures gone all weird? I've not even logged out. Not even logged out, man. Not even logged out, man. Put game sound on, might help. Might help. Might help a little bit. What I do need is a crate for horses. Pop any general notes. There we are. Let's move that metal. I'll move this stuff. Oops. It's so heavy. It's so heavy. I need a metal to fix my grappling hook. Should be able to fix it now. Hopefully. Where is it? Is this one here? Can't repair that. 6 metal. Oh, it's flint. Damn it! I thought it was metal. Someone's chopped all my trees here. Feel sad, man. I've got any metal? Tin. My weak back. Nearly there. Nice. This fall 105. Anything else busted here? Oh, I think we're all pretty good at the minute. Got so much junk. So much junk. I want to get rid of this table. DDD. It's raining. Throw into here. Not that. Excuse me. Watch the time. 20 minutes. Do. It's actually nice to listen to different music. I was saying yesterday when I put the jazz on yesterday. Obviously, listen to the standard kind of classical type fantasy music day in, day out for 2 weeks, it kind of gets a bit samey after a while, so... Give me them back. A little bit laggy. Out of weight. Yay! Get rid of that now. You got it shifted around when people need to. There's infantry. Let's not demolish. Guess we can just leave that there as storage, I suppose. Not that they ever get used. Go there for effect. Not back. Go there. God damn it, did it again. Can I have that? No. You can have that as well. Oop. Why not anyone else in it? No, it's fine. Get rid of that. What is that? Better not be a zip line. It's not, is it? Surely. Was it someone? What is that? What is that? What's that weirdness?
Hello, sir.
Oh, hello. How you doing?
No, great. Now just waiting for the school.
Ah, yes.
So,
was
less
that
than 1
40
hour.
minutes? Yeah, 40 minutes. Yep.
Yep.
Can you?
I saw the Admiral. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, I was just going to say, can you see anything weird in your eyes? To your left.
On the silent? To left.
To your left, can you see anything weird, like a big streak of something going from those rocks behind you all the way up to the rocks, up to Cap House, a very straight line, like a wire or something. Can you see that?
No, I don't see it. It can happen sometime.
Yes.
People.
Make eyes go funny.
But it's. But how are you, sir? I don't stop you some quite time.
That's all good. So yeah, do you know who else is attending on ensign level? Have you seen anyone else to this academy?
I know Hendrik is probably half awake in his office.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But supposed to be also like Harp, two Ansik from the Cap House. I just Bonnet and Bennett maybe.
Okay, maybe a couple.
And about Sawyer will probably asleep because it's for him it's probably the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And same for the Murphy and another one.
Yeah, no, Murphy's completely not in this duty hour, is he? So, excuse me.
Yep.
Okay.
That's his plus and minus to have like NCK the all time zones to cover.
Okay. Yeah. What house are you in?
I'm at now. I don't at any house. I'm just waiting for assignment from the.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
I just figure out if I can go wherever I need to be. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that's all in hand and should be told. Okie you don't know where I can find a little crate for animals, can you? To store animals in?
Crate for animals.
Is that only done by the
stuff maybe
breeders?
Maybe one I have on the War Dogs, this crate, but not quite sure. Or yeah, in the War Dog the mix they put there on the harbor house, or maybe on the warehouse. Like they're supposed to have some. If not, the last option when I looking, it's the breeding area. So it's behind the hospital.
Oh, yeah. I think I went down there. There's no one there. I'll go and check in the warehouse to see if there's anything down there. There's just to store the horse up here rather than having to store it all the way down on the main road and having to run up here. The bed's far more comfy up here than is my office in the HQ, but I'm sleeping in the operations office because it's closer. So yeah, it's just me being lazy, of course.
No, it's perfect fine. We have at current last days we have so many lions, wolves, like running around. It's just scared to leave the horse outside.
No, absolutely.
Last day we have like very old, like alpha old lion on the hospital. So yeah.
Oh god.
Yep.
Well, hospital. Oh god. That's extremely close. As far as the Pockles didn't get it.
We probably have only set up packers for aiming for the people, not for the wild animals.
Makes sense. Waste ammunition, I suppose. Shooting a bunny rabbit would be a bit overkill, wouldn't it?
Yep. And the plus is if we see the packer active, we know we have some people, who cross the line on the different side, because we have like maybe 3 or 4 in this all total week people who just try to scout this island.
No, that's true. That's true. Okay, doke. Right, I'm going to scoot and try and find this thing. We've got 13 minutes before I need to be up there, so I will.
A lot of people also go. Sorry, a lot of people also go now with the Admiral to the auto reaches patrol.
Oh yes, hours, so. Yes, I was on the parade when he called that. Did you get your pie and fry?
No.
Was you on the parade square?
No, I was not on the parade.
Oh no, that's okay. That's why you didn't get it, unfortunately. Don't tell the Admiral, though. He knows it's paperwork. He thinks it's paperwork. So don't say, but I think one of the lords managed to get hold of a batch of pie and fries, and the Vice Admiral's handing out to everyone, and we just kind of told him it was a paperwork. Something extremely boring. He doesn't want any, so... yes. Don't tell him. Okay, right.
Of course.
Thank you very much. Yes, and I'll see you shortly.
Aye. See you see you soon, sir.
They're new trees. 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I just need to make a quick phone call. Need to make a quick phone call, so I'm just going to leave you up here. For a moment. I got off. I got off. I'll leave you overlooking the war docks and the sunset. Right. It will be BRB. Don't go away.
soon enough.
What? Crash.
Mic's off. There we are. Is it there? Forces are. I was going to say it's not here, is it? Well, I'm not sure where I'm going, so.
It's just down this road near the dry dock.
Oh god, lagfest. What was the thing there? No valet parking.
No. Disappointing.
Oh, Mr. Silver Meadows.
For the position.
Yeah.
Not seen this place before.
Room, and a lot of the information there was very concise, clear, and well put together, except for a singular line.
Food, cakes. Right at the minute. That pie and fry has done wonders for me.
Elaboration, and I'm slightly concerned that that original line on that paper, without any actual context, may be the reason why we're dealing with a bunch of rumors about, oh, you're gonna things like that.
Yeah, understood. We'll try and clarify that then.
I'm looking that way. I look that way.
You're not landlocked per se, but you will probably be assigned to an open billet. Is essentially what it is.
Alright. And I do have one last question, Secretary Puffins. So as far as the building request I put in, how will I know if it's been approved or not? Will I just get a letter, or will they just start working?
Never approved.
You'll have to talk with Secretary Angry.
Fair enough, sir. Thank you.
It will not be approved.
Wait, thank you for your time, sir. I should be going now.
All right, thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Secretary Angry. Good to see you. I'm Midshipmate Carrington, head doctor at the hospital. I did put in a building request, and I was just wondering what's the...
Yep, I told Damien already. So the farm, he's told me, can be happening later. It doesn't need to happen right off the bat. If the farm then further away from everything. For the barracks, it's temporarily denied since the hospital is supposed to be a workplace and not a sleep place. I said I'm okay with some temporary beds where people can crash and sleep, but the captain's houses should be for permanent sleep residents.
Understood, sir.
But I'm gonna go over with the High Command Advice Admiral because it doesn't seem to be quite cleared up on that. But we need to get everyone to get into the houses. Like I said, a few sleeping places. I told Damien then as well he can utilize this building here for the schoolroom, and you can redesign if you want. It's totally up to you. You can redesign your little schoolroom into like a temporary sleeping quarter.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
But the building is big enough as it is. We don't need more building stuff there.
Okay. Yeah, thank you,
you.
sir. I'll be
No worries.
going.
All right, thank you.
It's school. We're at school.
If you need,
Oh.
there's a little barrel back here.
Oh, I was gonna put something else inside there as well. Hold on. Was thinking like after everything is done.
Where's Duncan? Not here. They're usually around this time. You're running a bit late.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I'm
after
gonna run up to
everything's
the
done.
ops building to see if anyone went there. So.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Can't take the comfy seat, Sharp. That's unfair.
I'm tired. I want the comfortable chair.
Well, that's just going to make you fall asleep.
These sofas.
Yeah, can we change these for sofas, can we? God, he's fallen asleep already. Is that pie and fry? Oh, the paperwork, I should say. Knocked you out.
Wait, that what now?
Paperwork is terrible.
Very filling paperwork. It just filled my brain and made me sleepy.
What?
Oh, Miss
You know,
Hendricks, how you doing?
Something you definitely don't want to see when you walk out of a random door is a lot of brass.
Mm.
I didn't do it.
But something you want to see is a lot of ass.
Excuse me?
I'm with him.
Am I wrong?
Okay. Anyways.
All right, not the kind that I was looking forward to, but all right.
Yeah, it's not that type of ass, I'm afraid.
No, absolutely not.
Miss Taylor,
Captain?
how are you?
Well, don't just stare. Tip the man. This ain't a free show.
Yes, one
give
silver.
us another 20 minutes, Hendrix. We need to
Yeah,
discuss
tip,
some
get
things
paid up
before the
front.
actual meeting.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. I'll hide out in my office.
No listening at the door.
Put your hands on your ears.
That Hendrix guy. Ugh.
Is he
Nice.
he's here for the cleaner duty, is he? Is he cleaning afterwards?
If only Hendrix could hear this, then we could tell him that he's being promoted to Vice Admiral. No. No, nothing. Okay.
God, could you imagine?
I can't hear what you're saying, but my soul just died a little bit for some reason.
I'd leave. I couldn't do it. I get hailed lieutenant enough. Can you imagine being a black coat?
Who drew Secretary Angry on the sign over there?
Yeah, the one at the back. Yeah, it's quite a good likeness.
Oh no, I originally drew a dick up there, but I feel like that may be inappropriate, so then I added little details to it to make it more appropriate.
Oh,
with the
for
last
God's
name.
sake.
What made you think this is appropriate?
I figured this is a little bit more appropriate.
If you want to see something that's not inappropriate, then you should go to the prison. And
I did.
it's a-
I did.
Yeah.
I can't unsee that now.
I
I
went
can't
in the back
unsee that.
and was like, never mind. Right where.
Oh, Admiral.
That was a face every day of the week
I
until
feel
you
like
said
Sharp was
that.
quite an when you were on site.
I was who? What?
I said you were quite turned on when you went inside. Was it Flemington and the Admiral?
Yeah. He's not saying anything.
Sales?
I went and kicked Duncan and Cleaveson's door. Duncan.
Oh, I knew, but Mr. Oliver, give us 20 minutes.
Or 2 hours at this rate.
I said.
No, it's never a good idea to keep shrimp in your pocket as food. It starts to smell a bit after a while.
I've got some shrimp.
It does.
What about
Tastes,
French?
tastes good though.
Oh, yeah, amazingly. A lot of.
Who's that supposed to be painted up there?
You'll
looks
never
like an
unsee
Admiral's
it.
Mustache.
You'll never unsee it.
You know, it kind of looks like a mix of the Admiral's mustache and our, tired eyes,
Aye. Apparently the Admiral has a dick nose.
Well, you said it, Puffins. I mean,
Fair enough.
Fucking love the school bell.
class is in session.
We could do with those on the ships. Can they go on the ships? I'd prefer that rather than the ship bell.
You mean, wait, what? You mean this one that's
Uh-huh.
you can just choose between
Yeah.
the two that you place?
You mean the ship bell?
You
Can
mean the
put-
ship bell
No,
can be put in a ship?
no, that's not a ship bell. That's not the one we have on our...
Yes, it is.
That's
Is
a
it?
ship bell, yeah.
No, it's not.
Just
Yeah.
gotta look through the catalog a bit more.
Ah, okay.
Give us 20 minutes, Sawyer.
Oh, God. No. Thank you.
Fire drill!
Is it lunchtime?
Aye, that's the fire drill. Aye. Everyone run around to panic.
Like this. One wasn't war bells, was it? Oh, God. No.
And off.
This is
I heard battle stations. I got my grenade ready. Let's go.
Okay.
this is
Hendrix,
the
come outside.
might of the Navy's fighting force.
That's
Say
just a cleaner's
Come
bell.
outside, Hendrix.
You can come out and clean now.
In all fairness, Cleveson and Duncan were the first two captains. I asked at 5 p.m., but Eastern
Oh,
Suburbs
they're
with them,
playing
and they
around.
said yes.
What's up?
Aye.
So we
Goldfish memories.
Was he drinking last night in Capro House?
Heard a bell.
Spanish.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, Mr.
Hey,
Mercer.
shots.
Aye, there was someone got excited, thought they saw a fire, so they rang
Thank
the fire bell instead of the rules in session bell.
Just been got.
It would be the secretary by any chance, would it?
You don't. You know.
That was me.
I thought so.
I mean, not this secretary, anyway.
Yeah, they're pretty much.
But it wasn't me.
Sharp?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't me.
God damn it, Sharp.
He was,
God
he was
damn it.
holding a bucket.
Yeah, man.
Look, I am.
He's ready to fight
Where's-
the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can my lesson be firefighting 101?
Aye, fair enough.
Don't play with matches. The end.
Lesson 1,
Is-
we. Lesson 2, woo.
That does mean
3, join them together. Wee woo wee woo.
Yeah.
because
Right, time to light the kegs I put underneath this all. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh Lord.
Don't fill us with all that excitement.
Those will be left.
Well, you're not excited for school?
What? Sorry. Yep. Yeah.
I'm glad the bell works anyway. And I can hear it all the way
Right.
down there.
campus for sure.
Drake too.
Well, excellent. Now you'll know whenever we're holding school.
Great.
Captain.
What up,
Aye.
Cap?
I'm sure you'll never get sick of it.
How'd you not spill that water, Sharp?
There's a lot of testosterone in this room. Where's the hot teachers?
I
Yeah, I don't
Captain
think any of
Duncan.
us qualify for that Silver Meadows.
Hello.
God damn it, Duncan. UK.
I'm tired.
Yeah. I feel bad.
Tired, man. Really tired.
I know.
Did you try the thing I suggested?
Sorry. I didn't-
No. No.
Just a lot of
we did.
Oh,
Right then, well, if I'm not needed, I'll be heading back down.
Oh God. Need to remember to move,
Thank you.
otherwise we all fall asleep. Forgot about that.
Do we know if Cleason's waking up?
oof.
I don't know.
Don't know if he is or not.
But that's because
All right. Well, I say we head with it.
everyone
Duncan
just
Silver Meadows, you can take notes and pass it on to Cleveson, I suppose.
Meadows, take notes.
I sleep in
Yeah.
class, sir. That's one of my qualities, one of my defining traits.
God
Certain
damn it.
traits I am as a person.
Did you say sleep?
Of course, you gotta sleep during class.
Oh, excellent.
Something.
All right. Well, Secretary, you want to take it away and kind of get everyone on board with what's going to happen?
I think it's just
All right.
everyone
Today
could
we're
be-
gonna start with the introduction course for the ensigns, where we basically gonna give them a briefing on how the
yeah.
entire ensign program is gonna go. Secretary Puffins worked on a
may not-
book that they basically have to
Gonna
check
happen.
off on. This would be, different, like a lot of different things, like they would have to be in the different departments, getting some hours
Stop.
done, and basically learning on how everything runs at least a little bit, so they have a basic understanding of
And those
how
masks.
how it all runs.
Taken.
They would have to
that's what I'm-
participate in courses that
Mhm.
We're actually
you
gonna.
all came up with. So please, if you can, schedule your courses throughout the next week and 2 weeks if
Also-
possible. They're gonna have to participate in 3 different courses. It doesn't really matter what courses there are, as long as they participate
been-
in 3 courses. Obviously, they can participate in more than 3.
but like
Yeah, once they have those checked off as well, they're gonna be war games, 1-on-1, 2-on-2,
okay.
which we don't really like. It's not really required that they win. However, it is required that they do the basics, as in resource management, talking to the talking to the bosun, keeping up the communication in between the entire crew, basically making sure that they call out port side, starboard side, and so forth. We personally don't really care if they win the war games or do particularly well,
Yes.
as long as they don't really fuck it up, so to say.
For sure.
Aye.
Okay.
Besides that, the ensigns are gonna be assigned to the officers here in the room, also to the ones that are not present.
Yeah.
Those officers then have to make sure that the
Sort.
training gets completed on the ensigns. Speaking, if the ensign has any question, obviously they can still go to any officer. That
Yeah,
doesn't
that's-
mean they can't go to any to any officer, but that officer assigned to them have to make sure that they get it's their overwatch to get
I think this
to
is-
make sure that the ensign gets the training done and is ready for the exam. Once we hit the exam, it's gonna be one written exam and one practical exam, which will be war games.
Mm-hmm.
And they can fail those exams one time, they can redo them another time, and if they fail again, they would basically go back to midshipmate, depending on, obviously, after briefing, like after exam discussion between the captains and the command. But they would basically,
Yeah,
if they
not
fail those things twice, they would go back to midshipmate and have to reapply.
Aye. In addition, considering the fact that we don't have captains and officers for all of the time slots that we have ensigns, some of it may be there may be some correspondence needed, distance learning, as it were, to
Let me start.
kind of enforce if you are assigned, one of those captains that's very early in the morning, or one of those instances very early in the morning, make sure that you just correspond with them regularly. Maybe drop a letter.
And
How are the studies going? This, that, and the other. Where are you at? What's just make sure that they're continuing to kind of get the support and their training knocked off.
yeah, we
like
need like
Secretary Angry said, it's a matter for the captains to kind of check in on the various ensigns and make sure that there's no hurdles to their training. If there is, see if a creative solution can be brought up to overcome those hurdles. And if not, go ahead and bring it to our attention, and we'll see what we can do as well. So.
Besides that, like Secretary Puffin said, they're going to be assigned, but that doesn't mean they're going to be locked to them. There are going to be some time difference in some of them. However, once we have the first line of lieutenants through, that they are then basically responsible for training the next batch of ensigns, and basically torch the so you basically pass the torch over to the next person.
Aye.
Okay.
No.
Besides that, I'm gonna be clear to the ensigns from the start. We're gonna tell them basically what their responsibilities are going to be, and what boundaries they're gonna have, as well as making sure that they are basically a midshipmate in a tryout state for officer.
What?
So we've already heard about some ensigns basically pulling rank on people, and if we see that, that's going to be shut down right off the bat. Obviously, they have authority, but if we see anyone pulling rank just to shit on someone, then that's going to be shut down right off the bat.
Aye. We don't have any of those problems from you guys. We expect to have none of those problems from the ensigns. So if you see that, correct that behavior immediately, please. It's not been a huge problem, but as time goes by, anything that kind of pops out like that, please help us continue to make sure that they have the proper attitude, and none of this process goes to their head. Any questions from you guys?
Part-time.
Or any input?
Or input, yeah. Questions, comments, concerns?
Have we got any written fail criteria?
No.
Rather than just leaving it to all personal discussions of the event, just to make it fair?
Yes. For the actual exams, they're still going to be worked out. We currently have Secretary Puffin's already would have a book.
I'm just here
in regards of all the other things that they have to check out.
Here, let me go make copies of this book, and we can pass that out to the.
Do we have a printing press here?
I don't think we have one here. And I'll make some real quick.
Maybe the drive, probably down at the shipward's office. I can quickly.
Okay. So, first off, I apologize if you can hear my pounding headache. It's been going on for a few days. Hopefully, it'll be done in a few more.
What'd you forget to turn in?
That said, though, we have an ensign book. This ensign book is very similar to kind of the cadet book, minus all of the extra stuff. There's not a lot of study sections in there. It's more of an academic record, as it were. So, the hard, fast, pass-fail criteria will be on the test. We're still developing the test based off of some of those questions and things that were provided, when we were back in London. We'll continue to work with that, both for the ensigns to make lieutenant, as well as lieutenants to make captain. The idea is that the written test weighs more heavily for ensigns than it does for lieutenants, whereas the war games weigh more heavily for lieutenants than it does ensigns. So obviously the ensign rank is that. If I've said it once, I've said it a dozen times. It's a step above cadet, a step below sailor, in kind of the learning process and all of that. However, they do have the authority and responsibility on board vessels and things. But they're still, it's a training phase. It's absolutely a training phase. So, we want them to make the mistakes. We want them to make the mistakes here while they're ensigns, and then continue to grow as lieutenants. Just allow them to fail and overcome their failures as ensigns. But yes, when it comes time to test, try and make sure that they're ready as possible.
Rose workshop.
I think.
I've got all questions, it seems. The lessons, are we having to teach what we wrote on the list? Because if so,
Well, hopefully
God damn it.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, yes. If you wrote it down on the list, you are being held to it. So you're good on you.
Oh. You never said that.
Except maybe Duncan. Duncan's. I think we're gonna just assign him a topic.
Moron.
I really don't know. Wrong.
Yeah, your craft
he likes
class that you wanted to hold. We're just gonna roll that into a morale class and how to maintain morale on long voyages.
I have very much.
All right.
Oh, I thought that was rum,
No.
not rum.
Are we going to be offered a stipend of
Rum? We
peaceful
have
hours
rum?
so we can practice our craft,
No.
our handmade
Oh.
crafts on this voyage?
Before I hand out the wrong thing, this is still the final the final one, right?
What's that?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's the working draft. That's as final as it's gotten so far.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. So
Well,
obviously, if you can see on there, it is still a working draft.
I don't
But
think I.
I mean, we're gonna finalize it probably after this and disseminate that.
Oh.
out.
He doesn't
The
associate.
ensigns. There's a few tweaks here or
Yeah.
there.
Who does it?
Probably in the exam section specifically, but yeah.
Oh, this is. He's a.
Alright, later.
Yeah, I had somebody.
I can fail the entire aggressiveness portion.
But
Well, again, we're still working on the testing.
Yeah.
All of the points and things for that. So
Hello, Mr.
specifically based off of you, Silver Meadows. Whatever gets you a first time no go, that's essentially how we're going to weight the test. So.
Sorry, that book's for the ensigns, is it?
Mm,
Yes, it'll be the ends.
What you got, Kit?
It's essentially the Naval Academy academic record. So
Yeah.
there's also going to be a section there, or you'll see in there. There's a section for lieutenants, so it should follow them through their careers until they make captain.
Do they fill that out
Which means
themselves?
So they'll fill out, they'll fill out their name and things like that. The grading portion, we will get that. We will hold on. Well, we actually haven't figured that out. What we'll probably do is centralize it, and then they can come and update things as necessary. But I'm not sure yet. So.
Okay, but we don't have to do anything as such.
What it could be is that when they check off their training, then we'll take it from them, and then that'll be the
that's
we'll hold it for their testing.
Okay.
And then let them know if they pass or fail. So.
Hang on. There we go. Just gonna start standing.
All right. Any other
bring
questions?
in the butter bars?
Even better.
If there's no other questions, then yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Will all captains have to be involved in this training?
Oh, you're.
What do you mean?
You're trying to get out of it sharp.
There you go.
No, just asking if all the captains will have to be involved.
Oh yes, yes. From start to finish, all of the captains will have to be intimately involved.
Watch out.
Good.
Oh, you're saying moving forward though? Yes, yeah, absolutely. If you're talking about moving forward, once we get our next group of captains, yes, they will continue to be involved throughout it.
Yeah, I'd be.
So, with the idea being that it should become easier to start catching classes because there's more captains giving classes. So, hopefully,
Good
when the ball,
potential.
yeah, when the ball starts to roll, it'll pick up a little bit of speed.
Yeah, that's.
So,
We are back.
all right, I'm gonna
I
shout
think
out.
we all need to.
Do you want to ring the class bill?
Oh god.
You'll have Mercer up here again.
Oh. It's the bell. We should probably
What's
get
the difference
inside.
between ring the
Yay,
bell and
classroom
toll the bell?
time!
What toll is
ding, ding, ding,
the?
ding, ding, ding.
Oh, toll is the. I gotcha. That makes sense.
That's the good one. It's my favourite one. That one.
Look
Yep,
at
let's see
all
what I'll
these
set up here.
ensigns.
It helps if you face the front.
Yeah, apparently.
All right.
It's a good
Face
start.
forward, not backwards.
Do you want the officers up here with us? I would say so.
I mean, wherever. Sure, I don't care.
Right, the officers behind us?
Oh, for God's sakes, you immediately jumped in the goddamn lazy boy.
Of course he did. That's good.
Don't fall asleep in there.
Yeah. Two of them.
Aye.
I think we're gonna have a fight going on in a second over the chair.
Aye, they're over there snuggling. Well, 5 out of 8 isn't that bad.
Who did excuse himself? Murphy?
Yes, Murphy said that he might be late. Sawyer, but he's here. Didn't hear anything from Ramsey.
Mine's in is still in nightmares for another hour and a half.
I spoke to Ramsey.
Alright.
Ramsey wouldn't be able to make this one. She'll be around much later.
All right,
All
sounds
right.
good.
All right.
All
Are
right.
you?
Welcome to the Naval Academy, ensigns, future lieutenants, and hopefully captains.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
All right. So this is gonna be a hopefully quick introduction course on how your entire program is gonna go from start to finish, a bit of a Q&A session, so to say, and a little bit to explain where your well, you know, what we basically expect of you during this time, as well as what you basically have to go through and to learn to get to the next step, which would be the exam. All right, so quick. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna ask, like, what do you think are we expecting of you?
Shadow and learn from the lieutenants and the captains, pretty much absorb anything that they have to say, and that's about it. Lead the midship mates and below.
Taking vessels out that we can take. Patrolling where we can patrol. Going out, yeah, just getting everyone active.
I think
And on the
Hendrix
ocean.
did the best to just be sponges and absorb the information we need to pass on.
You might need to speak up about it, sorry.
Oh, I agree with Hendrix. Just become sponges and absorb everything, so that one day when we step into those lieutenant positions, we could share our knowledge.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good already. I'm gonna make it clear. The ensign role is basically a midship mate in a triad position for officer. Yes, you have the authority, but if we see anyone pulling rank, you're gonna be set right back.
Yeah, we don't have that coming from our captains, you know, kind of trying to drop hammers on anyone's head. And like I've always enjoyed saying, Secretary's right. It's you are an officer. You're held to a higher standard at this point. But really it is a learning rank for the officers. So with that, you had it first, or you had it right, Bonnet. You are a sponge. Absorb the information from wherever you can get it. I like to say our ensigns are a step above cadet, a step below midshipmate. Now, that's not to say that you have not all been selected, because you are incredibly capable and are able to perform at, you know, with that higher trust and responsibility. At the same time, keep in mind this is your chance to, one, make mistakes, and two, to learn everything that you possibly can on your way to becoming that captain, hopefully someday. So.
All right, exactly. So besides that, we already had a question, for instance, with why are the uniforms so close to the secretary uniforms? Well, Vice Admiral Webster did that on purpose, because you basically know then with how it is that people run to you every day and just hammer you with questions. Because you're gonna be the first person that midshipmates and sailors are gonna run to. And to have a bit more understanding and answers for all the different departments, as an, you know, soon-to-be officer, there is gonna be a course you're gonna have to go through. We have a book ready with the different things you need to be checking off on. And basically you have to go through a lot of different things, have them to get checked off on, to be able to proceed with the training towards the exam.
Yeah, exactly. So all of you having gone through the cadet training program, you are going to be familiar with kind of the format of the book. It's very similar. There are, I believe, is it 4? Did you just got it? Did you just eyeball it, Secretary?
4 courses?
I think there's 4
Yeah.
required courses, one for each department, to kind of figure out how the Navy works and functions as one cohesive unit. Some of you have already attended the NID familiarization course. There's a we need you to get with the secretaries of trade and logistics to kind of go through that. They will be they'll be aware kind of on to give this stuff. Hold off before you leave here this afternoon and immediately run down to trade and logistics. They're the only ones that we haven't confirmed with their secretaries on what that course looks like yet. So give that about a day. NID though, if you haven't attended the NID familiarization course, get with Secretary Haggerty or Secretary Ferguson. They'll run you through the NID building and kind of give you a once over on what happens to those reports that you submit, all of those voyage logs and things like that, and why they're important to bring back to the Navy. Additionally, you'll be required to attend 3 optional or elective courses that will be put on by these fine instructors behind me, the instructors of the captains and lieutenants in the Navy. We'll also have some of the masters, such as Master Mercer is probably going to provide a course on general kind of shipborne tactics and things like that. I forget exactly what his course is on, but he's going to provide a course. I believe Secretary Blackwater will also provide a course on kind of some of the importance of harbor operations and vessel maintenance, things like that. So, as they begin to pop up on the board, which we are looking to have them kind of get online here within the next day or two, and kind of get scheduled out, be sure to kind of try to attend those that pique your interest. They're going to be at different times throughout the days, so everyone should have an option to at least make 3. The idea is that there's not these hard fast times. We're going to try and minimize that. We get it that everyone's on a different schedule, so we want to offer some of that flexibility in that training program. In addition, there's going to be various tasks and things like that that are required of ensigns. Some of them you will probably have already done. I believe one of them is manning the seawall, 3 times or something along those lines. All you need to do to verify that, submit your voyage logs, and then bring it to your assigned captain, which we're going to assign captains here later on as mentors. Bring it to their attention. They can sign off and check that box for you. Some of it's, I believe, maybe it's a port inspection that you need to do with a captain as well, things like that. So some of those your mentor is going to be able to check off and say whether you're good to go or not. And sometimes, if you go out for a port inspection with a captain and, you go in hard charging and fuck it all up, well, he's probably not going to check that off. There's probably going to be some retraining there, and you'll have to go out on another one and kind of walk through. If you've missed, if a captain goes out with you and you miss several large problems that are with an inspection, or you don't ask about this, that, or the other, obviously that's going to be a no-go at that station the first go round. Second go round, well, again, your ensigns, we expect there to be a learning phase here. So now is the chance to kind of work out of your system all the fuck ups. So please try and apply yourselves. And if you fail spectacularly. So, additionally, once you're kind of done with all that required training, as it were, there'll be a testing portion. It is written test as well as a war games test. So, along those lines, for ensigns, what we want you to focus on is the written test portion. Some of it will be subjective narrative questions. Some of it will be, matter of fact questions. What does blue mean in the flare code? These sorts of things, right? So there's a definite right or wrong answer. Some of it is more critical thinking in nature. If you're presented with a situation, how would you handle such situation? Those will be more subjective. Think them through. We want actual answers here, because Secretary Angry and I are both hard asses, as you may or may not have heard from the ensign applications. So you were the ones that got through. Some of your peers did not. So Once that's kind of gone through, obviously, or like I said, the written portion for ensigns is more weighted than the war games portion against some more experienced captains. We will cross-check all of your grades and things, and if a passing grade is held, well, it would be promotion time. With that, we'll call you up in front of the parade grounds. We will have a promotion ceremony, and then we will all retire down to the mess hall for an after-promotion party, which, in true Navy fashion, will be catered by those being promoted. So, start saving your coin now.
Exactly. To quickly go over this again, just we are abundantly clear and there's no misunderstanding. You have to have a minimum of 3 courses that you need to attend to. There's going to be a lot more than 3. Obviously, you can, it's up to you to attend to every course if you want. But the minimum of 3, the more the better, because in the end, it's just going to help you learn and, get to know a lot more things. Besides this, there's also going to be a little bit of office time, which means you're basically going to assign yourself to the operations clerks, like Mr. Davenport right behind you. During that time, you will basically do everything they tell you to do to get to know, basically, to run you through the entire operation system, archives, voyage logs, on how important informations are. Kind of the same how the NID course is going to be, just a bit more in-depth and longer.
Yeah, exactly. I believe the requirement that we currently have is 5 hours worth of time, and the individuals that'll sign off on that will be the clerks. It doesn't have to be 5 hours altogether. It can be an hour here, an hour there, however you want to break it out. But we do expect you to be down there in the at the operations building helping those clerks out. And I believe, let me look at my book here real quick. Record. Where's it at here? Aye. Okay. Yeah. So yes, 5 hours of assisting with the operations folks. I would recommend that you all, when the opportunity presents itself, offer to, or at least learn how to write an operations order, because that is going to be that'll be good training for later on when you're trying to make captain. Because that is a requirement of lieutenant to captain, is to write an operations order to get a patrol out on the water, and kind of see everything that goes into that process. So the more you practice now, the better the easier it will be later on when your operations order doesn't go to Mr. Davenport, but comes to myself or Secretary Angry, and we look at it and we go, well, why the fuck is this written the way it is? So recommend some of that sort of stuff. Additionally, like you said,
I've not even had training on that.
It'll be keeping things in order and whatnot. So
very in depth compared to what I'm used to.
Yeah. So just a little bit more to the exams as well. You will have 2 chances to do each exam, the written one as well as 2 chances to do the war games one. If you fail the first time, you can do it another time. If you fail the second time, there will be a discussion had between some people, and depending on the outcome of that, you will either have, maybe possibly depending on how close it was, another chance, or you will basically get put back to midshipmate and you will have to apply again.
Right.
I'm gonna make it abundantly clear that we don't want you, for instance, during the war games to, have the win mentality, but just a bit of common sense, as well as, the basics need to be working.
Yeah, and your captains will definitely kind of make sure that you are aware of kind of what to focus on in that. Again, it's not whether or not you win the war game, it is how you conduct yourself during the war game. Is essentially what we're going to be looking at and grading. So, with that, questions, comments, concerns, gripes.
Question, sir.
All right.
This is probably something that I should have caught earlier on, but filing of voyage reports, should that go to NID and Ops? Like, should we copy it?
Yes, for everyone in the room, in fact, to make life a little easier, if you could just copy your voyage log, drop it off to both operations and intelligence. That'd be great. Our clerks are making those copies just in the event that it does get forgotten. But at the end of the day, if we could bury the intel weenies in as much paperwork as possible, that is always a positive thing.
Right. And also, we have a template, a captain's log template. Just because it's called captain's log doesn't mean it's only for captains. It's for everyone helming the ship, is basically an acting captain. So you can grab those templates at the operations building, either from ourselves, the secretaries, or the clerks. Just request a captain's log, and you will be given a template where you can basically fill it out, so we all are on the same page in regards of paperwork, that we all have the same kind of information, and not one report going this template and the other report going that template, and then it all gets really confusing.
Aye. I'd also like to suggest to everyone in the room again, when you do your voyage logs, throw them in a book. It makes it a little bit easier to read, as well as pull information out of, for some reason, like. So
yeah, so make sure to use a book.
Nicer.
The way is that you could use it. Basically, the voyage logs is, you can obviously copy the voyage logs out of your captain's book, but once those 26 pages are full of the captain's log, you would basically turn that in and grab a new one. Obviously, if you can keep a copy for yourself if you want. But the idea is that the captain doesn't go with too much information of like an entire deployment out on the Sabres and loses it.
Aye.
Yeah, do you want to go over more questions?
Yep, any more questions?
Is Captain Flemington going to be one of the captains that we'll be shadowing as well, or is it just going to be the 4 captains that we have here today?
Assigned captains is most likely going to be those 4 here. However, Flemington has Kinsley under his wings, and Kinsley basically is going to overlook someone as well.
Aye.
Understood. I work with Lieutenant Kinsley quite a bit, so that'll be fine.
Question.
Aye.
When it comes to war games, when you describe success and failure in terms of the exam, would you clarify? Would it be sinking or just having them surrender as a?
I mean,
again,
we literally said it doesn't matter if you win or lose. That's not what we look out for. You have
but
to
how you handle yourself in the fight, right? So good communication,
okay.
directing sailors on board, maintaining discipline, these sorts of things.
If you
proper positioning of your boat. Right.
Yeah, if you absolutely screw something up, like really badly, yes, that can also mean you fail. If you, for instance, sink, because we don't really want anyone to sink in a war game. If you notice that you are sinking or you don't have a chance anymore, then surrender.
Yeah. If you sink a vessel, that's an automatic failure, because there shouldn't be. I mean, at that point, you should have made the decision well before then that you needed to call and bow out of the fight. So if you sink one of our war game brigs, well, I'll just say it right here: you will fail.
Fail.
But as far as like winning the fight out at a war game, that's not what especially at the ensign level. We're not even looking for the positioning, Mr. Sawyer. We're actually just looking for the very basics from the ensigns, the communication, the giving commands, with enough time for folks to react, the calling out, if communicating with your bosuns, things like that. The communication is the biggest aspect that we're taking and kind of looking at in the war games for ensigns, and really kind of focus on that.
Calling out for which side to go to and. Sure
Exactly. The proper communication with your crew and making sure that they're in place prior to, if you're, instead of portside fire, that and they're on the starboard, that's not, probably not going to give them enough time if you immediately tell them to switch and fire. So things like that, just kind of understanding the communications aspect, and then obviously communicating with your bosuns and understanding, the status of your own ship and the repairs and things along those lines. Once you get to the lieutenant level, that will all change, and those will be much more heavily graded on, some of the tactics, some of the positioning. Still gonna grade it on the communication angle, but if you're continuing to attack with the starboard side over and over and over again and not giving your bosuns any chance to repair anything, well, at the lieutenant level, you're going to be docked for that type of thing. But at the ensign level, we're really focusing hard on the communication aspect and just the command presence that you're exuding while on board that vessel and in charge of it.
And just for my notes, you said that particular exam is going to be us sailing against a captain on a brig, correct?
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Ah,
Yep.
fantastic.
Not necessarily. It might, it'll be who we. We'll figure it out. It'll be sailing against someone.
It could be that
I've
one.
heard the
So,
admiral
you know,
sometimes.
It could be the admiral.
Essentially, it won't be ensign on ensign. It'll be ensign on one of the already established commissioned officers.
Not for the test. You are correct. For the test, it will be some other established officer. Yes. So
excellent.
Could be,
part of-
you could be fighting the Enterprise, you know.
Aye.
The Enterprise.
The mythical ship.
Oh.
Mythical.
Oh.
It's a fancy dream in a far off land.
Does it have
of its
torpedoes?
state. It might.
Oh.
It might.
Oh.
So, that said, there is a requirement for conducting war games. So try and get in, some war games and things like that. I know for some folks it's a little harder than others, but we will work with you if you're having trouble. I believe. Let me double check again.
Oh, I'd love to do some late night war games. Why not?
Aye.
That schooner on schooner even? I don't care.
Aye. So for the ensign requirements, you need to participate in at least one 1v1 war game, 1 2v2 war games, and those can absolutely be ensign on ensign. It can be captain and ensign versus captain and ensign. It can be ensign and ensign versus captains. It just needs to be participation in those style of war games. So,
Many of you already have that actually now.
Yes. You are going to find that some of these requirements you have already done, and if that's the case, get with your captains. Which
Yeah, I think Austin got it as well. Yeah.
So the credit for this is retroactive.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. For some of these items, it will be yes.
All right.
Yes, it's assignment, right?
2v2 war games.
We had one the other day, just about 2 days ago. I
Not
think.
the early ones, I would assume.
That was a brig on schooner versus brig on schooner.
Yep, that's technically 2v2.
Yeah.
What schooners are we using? Just the general use one?
Dragon and a Malinois.
Yeah, I just would use the war patrol ones. That said, though, I would maybe kiss goodbye the idea of seeing schooners on patrol. We are the Navy.
Right.
We have a lot of bodies to bring out.
Changes.
Don't
Yeah.
see many out anymore.
Yep. Or we just send out more patrols.
Do we have
Makes me happy.
4 brigs right now for war games? Is it
We
still
have
just the 2?
2 fresh commissioned ones, and
That's what I thought.
yeah.
All right. So we'll start doing more 2v2 with brigs. So yeah. Any other questions? Now's your chance. Any rumor you've heard?
For the late night people, myself, sometimes Hedrick, sometimes Murphy. I had heard from the Admiral that there's going to be some changes on what type of ships we can deploy during those times.
All right. So there is going to be, or there is already, 2 ensign brigantines that you can use.
Already is. Yeah, already are.
Already is, yeah. 2 ensign brigantines.
Aye, excellent.
Yeah, that you can use. However, if the 2 brigantines are out, then they're out. So communicate in between yourself if there's, already someone out, or if there are already 2 out, or, if we were planning on taking something out, just communicate between us. You're free to use whenever you see fit. However, patrols by lieutenants and captains on the board have priority.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that was my next question was, if we ever take out a brigantine or even a schooner, we should make sure the captains aren't about to take something out first.
Yeah.
Exactly,
If you do, we'll count it against you.
Do we need to ask
Yes,
for
fair
permission
enough.
before? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. What's that?
Do we need to ask for permission before we take the ensign brigantine?
No.
You'll just need to sign it out and make sure that it doesn't interfere with anything else. The other thing too is the seawall. I mean, everyone is aware that the seawall is the grids surrounding B2, correct?
I said that's where I've been patrolling daily.
It's not just B2. It is the grids. It's all of the grids that touch B2. So yes, take it out, sail there, patrol there. You can do it on the brig, unless specifically ordered for something else, which is going to be very rare for ensigns. That we expect you to be out there manning that seawall. We want as much presence in those waters as possible. So feel free anytime.
Can
And
the
also-
patrol... Go ahead.
Patrols don't mean, just sail around and kill ship of the dam or the Spanish or whatever. Do like, for instance, Lieutenant Silvermeadows did during the first 2 weeks. Literally go from island to island and introduce yourself and have a chat with every single citizen from island to island, because we want to make sure that the people in our immediate vicinity know that we are here and that know that we are patrolling the waters on a regular.
No, the thing that I hate the most is when someone comes to the trade dock and says, "Well, we're down in, B3 and we haven't seen the Navy for weeks." It's like, well, how is that the case? Because that's part of our seawall. You should see us every day out there.
Aye.
Which obviously sometimes they're not awake. I get that, but at the same time, we need massive presence in those grids.
Can we, or maybe it's already been addressed and resolved and I don't need to worry about it. The patrol board in the main hall hasn't exactly been accurate lately. Is there a way that we can make sure that ends up remaining accurate so that way if I do take a ship out, say at like 6 o'clock, I know to be back by 8 p.m. for a patrol?
I'm gonna turn around and look at my captains. Can you start scheduling your patrols at kind of around the times that you want to be heading out with them? More so on that patrol board?
Or if possible, maybe having Master's Mate Davenport or some of the other clerks make sure it's there in the morning. I'm usually in nightmares until about 6 by the Eastern Stars, but I'm obviously still about, so I can check that ahead of time.
Nice. So the way that it works is we typically cut orders on Sundays, or I guess Saturdays. They're in the boxes by Sundays. We are not assigning times for these because the captains kind of have their own prerogative on when they want to take it out and get it started. So it's really just kind of where they're going. What's that?
They're like more like deadlines, like you have 5 days to get this done or whatever.
No, it's more like this is your daily patrol type of thing. So when they have it, whenever their day is, if they are able to wake up and get it underway and whatnot, we've given them kind of the daily patrol. So I would ask that that you guys just kind of get that board updated when you can, more regularly.
And if I miss a deadline for a patrol because it obviously sometimes Captain Cleveson and Captain Duncan wake up a bit later than I usually get up and going freed up from nightmares. So if it's overlaps, is that going to hinder me at all if I don't know the time that they're going out because they woke up a bit later than I left?
I usually leave out by 7:30ish.
Gotcha.
You can count on TFK Patrol to always be on patrol. Like 7:30 Eastern is typically the time we give or take 20:30. We're gone.
All right. I'll plan for that.
All right. And I mean, it doesn't have to be the patrol board's hard and fast. Conversations like this, now that you kind of have an idea, coordinate amongst everyone. We'll try and get those patrol boards stomp with my foot, more updated. But I don't hesitate to go and just talk to the captains either. I mean, you guys, besides Duncan, none of you bite too hard, right?
Try not to.
Can I push back on that a little bit and say, if the instructors are now under you two, can we stop planning training like 10 minutes before I'm due to take out a patrol?
Yeah, we can rein the instructors in on that as well. Yeah, we can do that.
It's like 3 times in the last week I've had a patrol planned. Even Secretary Bose and I had a patrol planned, and they decided to do a 3-hour extreme survival training, like an hour before.
We'll stomp that. That's some bullshit. We'll get that crushed.
I actually had the instructors take all of their cadets one day with me, just so that they can do like everything they could on the sea with board with my ship. So hopefully.
Aye, and those are good opportunities. Those are some of the good opportunities that you guys can go out and help instructors if they have some training like that or anything. Feel free to help them man the vessels and shake it up a little bit rather than just doing the seawall all the time. But you can assist with some of that stuff too.
No. Also, besides seawall and patrols, there will be also, that you might be assigned to some other missions. You might be, taken beside by a clerk from the courthouse and saying, we need to inspect the spot for liquor license. And the clerks have the authority to grab you and ask you if you basically want to keep the ship. They would be leading the inspection. However, you basically making sure that they get there in one piece and get back in one piece.
So those are court clerks or the ops clerks?
Both.
Court clerks do the
Both?
court inspections primarily.
excellent.
Would that count towards one of our required seawall inspections, or is that in addition to?
Yeah, that would count towards your inspection. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I think we all should move a bit.
Fair enough. Everyone get up, stretch your legs. There's food in the back corner.
If you go through the seawall while on the way to an inspection, right? A
Where's the
combat
food?
patrol of the seawall.
If we're all here,
inspection patrol. It'd be different thing.
Roger that. Appreciate you, Captain.
All right. There's also some booze for afterwards. Don't drink it just yet, please.
Hey, don't drink booze yet.
Yeah, I mean,
I just put some of the good stuff
I
in
might
there.
have some on me.
Oh, fantastic.
What's the good stuff, Vice Admiral? What's the good stuff?
Oh, you know what it is.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make sure there's no
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What have you done, sir?
Paperwork.
Do some squats here.
What have you done?
There's not more paperwork, Hope.
These aren't squats, those are kegels.
I think, does Captain
Yeah,
Sharp have
you're
sleep
in
Oh, I'm
shakes?
sorry. Okay.
And it looks like he has sleep
Doing
shakes.
great, though.
Let me go check on.
He's seen some shit, Ensign.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, that'll be you in a couple of weeks.
Robert.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
Oh my god,
back
that
on your way
fire
here.
was wonderful.
All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns, rumors that need to be put to bed?
I had one, but it just vanished from my mind.
I had one.
Fair enough. That's not a bit important.
Nope, probably not.
What's that?
But did you not
Is it
want
the
to give
book?
that to the man? Yeah.
Is it the book? Okay.
It's our cadet books are well.
Yeah, go. That's
Ensign book.
fine. That's fine. Just cross out the working draft. That is now the draft, or the that is now the final product.
Thank you.
You want to look at my copy?
Do you not get one?
No.
Hey, he wasn't here.
Oh, I need to get it. Actually, if you could. There you go.
I got you.
So, are we able to fill out, put check marks on what we've done already in that sense?
You will
then?
have to go to your assigned captain.
Coordinate with
so
the
to
captain.
have it.
Yeah.
Yep. Coordinate with the captain. You know, if they
All
they
lieutenant.
know that you've done that, or or your assigned mentor basically. They'll put the check. They'll sign off next to it, which I guess we could have told that you guys got to put your name next to whatever it is they're getting blessed off on.
And I'm assuming we can go ahead and get the INOC taken care of, correct?
Yes, that is this course. Yep.
The wall.
The INOC. The
INOC.
introductory, whatever the hell it is.
I was waiting for it.
Introductory Naval Officer course. There we go. See, I knew I could remember it.
Imagine falling asleep during an introduction course.
Secretary, it's a good sign when people start forgetting acronyms. It means we're using the just the right amount of acronyms. I love it.
Aye.
Makes
Aye.
my old
I have a
cavalry
question.
bones happy.
Indeed. Yes, go ahead.
If let's say I complete the war games in the past with a different captain, should I approach to this captain or like other
I mean-
officer? But
To your assigned captain.
Yeah,
Ah,
I mean, you can coordinate. I mean, if you can, you know, if you let's say that you completed the war games with Captain Duncan, but your assigned captain is Captain Cleveson, you know, I have no doubt that Cleveson would talk to Duncan and be like, "Did he actually complete this? Yes, okay, we can sign off on that." I mean, at the end of the day, the biggest thing, I mean, communication. If you take anything away from basically the common thread here, is it's all about communications, coordinating with your fellow ensigns, coordinating with the captains, it's coordinating with lieutenants, it's coordinating with ops, it's communication and coordination.
Aye, sir.
I said,
Morning.
All right. Are we assigning them now? Or have they already been assigned? I don't
All right. Let's do like a 5 minutes break for the ensigns, and then we're gonna get you back inside.
I secretary agree.
Yes, sir.
How? Should I teach a class like today, or should I start tomorrow? Can
It's
I start?
absolutely up to you. If
You got one
want.
ready?
Second.
So
yeah,
ready, yeah.
one-on-one. Yeah, I do.
Straight in.
Oh,
there.
shit, yeah. Yeah. Knock it out now.
Good.
Yeah, I need to
I'll announce it like after you guys are done.
Sounds good.
Okay. Just just come over here for a second.
Oh,
Right.
yes, sir.
About the signing. How
Who
are we
wants
gonna
who?
do this? Who wants who?
Oh, I don't really care, sir, personally.
Who knows who's around what time? Like, who do you see?
I'll take Harp.
All right. Harp's gone.
He's in my house, and we practically run on the same schedule, so.
All right. You got 2 ensigns in your house, correct?
So Ensign Hendricks did approach me about it, but I asked him to sign up, and he didn't actually put his name on the thing, so I don't know if he is or not. I don't know.
I do know Hendricks put his name down in the Bulldogs sign-up book, but I understood at that time he was on Sharp's book, so yeah. There's Oliver as well, but I don't really see a lot of Oliver. I think, between Oliver and Hendricks, I guess.
He put his name in for the early patrol, like AU time, so.
So I can take Hendricks if he's available.
All right.
I only see Austin, Bonnet, and Ramsey.
What's that?
I only ever see Austin, Bonnet, and Ramsey usually when I'm around.
Actually, I've got Murphy as well, but I'm never going to see Murphy due to time zones.
We said this is going to happen, but if you can at least, talk to him via letters, or at least, maybe arrange like a meeting once a week or something with him, because I think Murphy's in a time zone that barely anyone sees him.
Murphy needs to unfuck how he sleeps. He is in a weird time zone, yes, but then also, sir, he's awake at just totally random hours, sir. He'll be on my patrol one day, and then I'll see him like at the Red Eye patrol the next day.
I've had him on one of my patrols as well.
Maybe Silver Meadows can take him. Silver Meadows is always awake.
Hey, Silver Meadows, you have Murphy. You have a fuck schedule as well.
I've seen this man once in my life on a ship. I see him at
Right, drop him a letter and let him know that you're looking for him.
He's too busy building.
He wants to go to Fleming. How about we assign him to Kinsley? Kinsley's awake early.
You're right.
Fair enough.
Oh,
I mean, just an idea.
We should also train Kinsley. Just a thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He was. Yeah. Yep.
Please, dear God.
Yes, we had actually. Never mind. Yes, not assign him Kinsley because we had a talk about that with the Vice Admiral, and we agreed on that he needs to go through the ensign course as well.
Aye.
Silver Meadows, you see him on parade, just take him aside, like, hey, you're not going on patrol today, we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna learn you some stuff.
Yeah, I'll give him the full training from the book, which I'll need because I already deleted the training sections out of my Navy handbook.
I know since he has been issued the captain's log, he's been filling that out correctly and everything, so I'm hoping that the fines are gonna be better now and not, marked as pirate.
Yeah.
Give me 5 silver. Bye.
Oh, right.
Oh, no. It's 5 silver, and you come to my boat and hand it to me.
Do we get commission on any fines we give out?
Nope.
God damn it.
Imagine been giving out like 5 gold fucking tickets.
Nice.
Speaking of, before I forget it, you all now have a 6 gold weekly budget. This budget you can go and spend at the port, buy some beverages for your crew, buy cannonballs if you need to. Please don't use it for private, as in completely private things, because I literally had to fight for that to be, with the Vice Admiral to be allowed. So use that for your ship, use it for, restocking in harbors, those kind of things. It might
We use it for women.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Vom. Thank you.
Gotcha.
As long as you don't bring the woman home, you're good.
No,
just make sure they're clean. Make sure they're clean.
How do we access
it? It will be. I'm gonna put a chest up at the captain's, next to the captain's boxes, small little chests or underneath, and Also make sure to check your mail on a daily, because.
Fucking hell! What? No. God damn it. I've been moving. I think it's because you've got the arms crossed malarkey going on. hang on. I think it's the jazz music as well. Made it shut down. I think that's working. Is it working? It's not spinning, so I think it's working. Spinning. Come on. Come on. Do 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 do. Is that working? Is that working? It's taken a while. Gonna exit it out and move back in again. That's not going, is it? Missing everything they're saying. God damn it. I literally moved. I don't know why it kicked me out for being idle. It makes no sense, man. Oh god, no, not OBS. Don't open up a second one. Don't open a second OBS. Come on. Excuse me. Bad karma. Yes, Duncan got kicked whilst he was in the middle of a pirate fight for being on the helm for too long. Yeah, it's kind of weird the way it recognizes being AFK. You literally need to keep your feet moving to keep that timer from kicking in, by the looks of it. But I'm sure I moved like 10 minutes ago. I'm sure the AFK time was like something like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And I've definitely moved within 25 minutes. So yeah, it was all a bit weird on that one. But yeah, Duncan got kicked when he was on the helm. I think that was in the first couple of days this season. Oh, primal game data. That's not loading, is it? Because all this stuff's going on around here. It should be frozen. Or is it going to kick in? God's sake. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go again. Primal game data is loading. One. See, all that's stopped now, so it should be kicking in. Loading the mods. Hopefully the jazz is just loud enough to have a chill start of the week. Oh, come on. A Port of Proudshire. Change the mod name. Snapshot 16.
rid of him.
Yes.
Everyone good?
Yields are interns.
I forgot
And
that.
they're
You don't want to train Oliver?
Like I said, I've seen the man once. I'll try. I can't understand him. I will give him everything I know, but I never see him.
Try.
I don't want to. No, I said I'm going to. But if it comes
I'm
up
sure
that he
you
never
just
sees
link
me, I'm
up
not
with him,
training
and
him.
he'll make the effort to probably find you. I think he just kind of goes off and mans the wall as often as possible.
All right, I'm gonna be abundantly clear. I don't wanna. He's doing a great job. However, there was a bit of a communication issue with him in the past between the captain, where everyone got it but him. If it's a continuous thing, I told him. Okay, so basically, I told him if he's not 100% sure on something, or if he didn't understand it, he is gonna have to ask again until he's 100% certain on what his commands or tasks are. If there's gonna be a communication issue between an order that was given to him and he does it wrong because he didn't understand the order, and he didn't ask again to clarify that order, then please bring it to myself or Puffins.
No.
If there's any kind of communication issues and he doesn't make sure that he's 100% that he understood that order to 100%. If he's not making sure that he understood everything to 100%, then and there's anything going wrong, then bring it to us. Like I said, there has been an issue in the past. I told him to make sure that he 100% is aware that he 100% understands the order, and even asked like 2 or 3 times to be on the same page. And if that's still not happening, then we will have to solve
Let's
it.
think of it this way, Silver Meadows. If you get the communication, if you can bridge the communication gap there, you can bridge it with any sort of civilian out on the seas.
No, yeah, I'm sure it'll be great.
Oh, so
Yeah,
before you turn your back, I got one more letter rec. There's been a couple sailors coming around, going around, people that I missed previously.
All right, this one will probably go on the next one.
Yeah, whatever. Sir. I was more clear with this one. That's for our last conversation.
Sorry, I missed the rest of that conversation with the allocation.
All right.
Can we just confirm?
All right.
Who's got what?
You're gonna have Hendrix and Murphy.
Okay, I'm keeping Murphy, am I? Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Right. It might have to be the correspondence course, but
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Thank you. I'm gonna go grab them.
And these are moving into our houses.
All right. Ensign.
I think Hendrix already is.
Ensign.
Murphy also already is.
So
Hendrix.
just because they're
Grab ass,
assigned
let's get
doesn't
inside.
mean just because it's clear. Just because they are assigned to you doesn't mean they have to be in your houses.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Also, what I want to make sure that they have offices here they can use. But at the same time, we need to make sure that people. I heard today that there's 10 plus people sleeping in the hospital at the minute. We need to get them assigned to a house.
They keep going. Some of them are, but they keep going back and sleeping on the hospital on purpose. Carrington has some kind of thing about starting a medical house or whatever, and I think he's got them all convinced.
I shut it down early on already.
Everyone wants a house.
Human history, just get rid of non-captain houses.
Oh, while we got you both here, Duncan, Cleveson, can you could you please drop off your crew lists when you get a chance?
Oh yeah, what's the guy?
My bad. Be honest, I ain't worked on it.
Why do I look like 2 foot tall when I go in my eyeballs?
Captain Tolan.
How to be a captain. I might sit and watch this.
Doesn't have to be right this second, but yeah, just when you get a chance, just drop by the operations center.
All right.
What type of ship?
All right, so we have held the ensign draft as it was, and well, unfortunately, 2 of you were not chosen by anyone, so we're gonna just have to ask you to leave. Hendrix and Sawyer, could you just get out?
Midshipmate and
Man, we called it. Called it.
You'll be back to cadets by the end of the day. No, just
It's because you didn't join any houses. That's why.
Yeah,
Hey,
I-
I'm in the cat house. What are you talking about?
I'm actually in 2 houses.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's not
Captain
how it
Duncan,
works.
how could you forget?
You only have one
Well, no,
house.
I signed up for 2, but I'm in 1.
I'm
No,
sorry.
All right.
All right.
So We're gonna have Captain Duncan is gonna be taking care of Austin and Ramsey. Captain Smythe, Murphy and Hendricks. Captain Cleveson, Bonnet and Sawyer. Captain Sharp, Harp. Lieutenant Silvermeadows, Oliver. These are your assigned mentors. You're supposed to go with them, get with them. If you have any kind of question, any kind of concerns, go to them first. You can always go to the other officers. However, you're going to them first. Those officers are going to make sure that your training gets done. You have 2 weeks to complete your training. If you do not complete your training by 2 weeks, we're going to look at it. And if you don't put any effort in, then you're going to be dismissed and put back to midshipmate. You have 2 weeks, then your exams are going to be happening, and you have 2 attempts for each exam. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I believe we have a course that's available. Is that correct, Captain Cleveson?
I'll be holding a course on Tactics 101 in 15 minutes.
So that would be knocking out one of your electives. If you have time, I highly recommend you just knock that out right now. If you don't, well,
Excellent.
Such is the way of things. But
I just need to stuff something in my face.
Paper so I can't pull it.
All right, you have now 15 minutes to quickly get yourself some beverages. Welcome to the Ensign program. You've now successfully completed the introduction course. Now the real work begins.
Hi.
Secretary, I approved this for me.
Step outside real.
I signed my own name on a bunch of stuff.
You're free to grab some drinks from the right barrel. There's alcohol. There's some, whiskey, rum, wine.
Talky talk.
But don't be too drunk for the course.
Aye.
What time is it? 11. Just wondering how many people around. Is it okay if we try and get a break together for a war game, maybe for an hour?
Wouldn't see why not.
I would love to join, but I'll be going through this elective.
We have this out Citadel.
I mean, you're not gonna have ensigns because I think they're gonna all join the course here probably. So
we have the course, and then afterwards we have.
I'll probably sit. Captain Cleveson, you okay if we if I sit in with the lesson at the back? Got nothing else to do at the minute, so.
Aye, we encourage the captains to stay for these things too. Absolutely, learn from each other.
All right, I heard my name. Don't say
yeah, I need to head to bed, so I'll catch you all later. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Captain Smythe, can I talk to you for a second?
Yep, we'll just come out to find you actually.
Good night, Sharp.
Captain Sharp, do you have a second?
Yeah.
Looks like it's a big meet and greet for everybody.
Just come over here. Voices.
Special shots.
God, these voices carry, don't they?
You're with who?
Should be fine over here. So just looking at the 4 required, and this is obviously up to your purview.
Mm-hmm.
Apologies, I didn't know if you could hear me or not when I'm looking at the book. So obviously the INOC we just got done with. I've already completed the NID introductory course with Secretary Ferguson. I've also completed the logistics overview course with Secretary Duran, just through immersion, helping out in the warehouse wherever I can, getting an idea for how everything goes. I just confirmed with him that he considers me to be completely signed off on that. And then also through my own initiative, I am already a certified trade clerk and am capable of running the trade docks by myself, unless Secretary Crampton or Pierhammer are there.
Get all done.
Secretary Pierhammer is the one that certified me.
Okay. Sounds like you've finished. Well done. Congratulations. Good job. That blank page is academic notes. I know that says academic notes, but just change that and kind of push that down the page a little bit. Just put bullet points of referring to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember the dates. You are
I do
roughly, but certainly the names and any pertinent notes you want to add in regards to those. If you just pop it on that page, and I'll sign that off. And then obviously if the secretaries wish to chase it up to just clarify it, then they've got
Yeah,
the
the
details
clues.
there.
Book for me.
So, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Should
I
I
think
go
we're
ahead?
about to get glommed
Should
by
I
a
go
whole
ahead
bunch
and
of
write
people
your
who
name
wanna
in the
get some
floor?
sign-offs.
Yep. Put my name in there.
If you're-
As requested. Just put something like as requested by Captain Smythe. Today's date. Sections 1, 2, 3, 4, and just like bullet point it. You know what I mean? So it'll be line 1. Obviously, that will
Also, I do want-
cross-reference to the 4 on the previous page. Does that make sense?
I have not. They
You're
don't
talking to
have-
me?
Can you hear me? I can hear it when you got book open.
And honestly, aside from the 5 hours with the trade clerks, the rest of the field training I've already completed as well. I've done 4 port inspections and several patrols doing maps and presence patrols in different grids and areas.
Right, okay. Yep. Just pop that on the next page against that. There's no room. There's no room to stick it on the other page. It's gonna
Looking like it's
going
going to go pretty
And then
quick,
also,
but definitely want to brush up on anything that you may feel that you want to brush me up on, just to make sure I'm up to your standards, obviously.
I recall.
Yeah, no. You know, I've seen you in action before, and obviously not recently been out with ships for you, but yeah, we'll kind of cross paths enough, I think, during the week at one point or another. I was just making an effort to get on a ship together and get in the war games as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll be off duty tomorrow and Wednesday. I should be back Thursday.
So I know Friday I don't have any nightmares. It's a holiday, so I'm off my nightmares.
Okay, Friday
so
I'll
if
be
something
should be
happens
on as well.
between now and then, perfect.
But you just drop something in my mailbox. If I believe I can't get on, I'll drop a, just wake up as quick as I can to get something in your mailbox, and yeah, sort it that way. But yeah, maybe something over the weekend, if not before. If I see you, I'll grab you and yeah, try and get you out if we can, and either just do a war games just to see how you go on that. If you've only got short amount of time, or hopefully get on a patrol or something.
Okay.
And do it that way. But as far as the books goes, just use the other page, reference the bits and pieces you want to sign off, and just put your notes there with
That's
names.
my illustration demonstrating.
Names
this
and
pure-
whatnot.
I'll notate everything, and then probably once I'm done
That is
getting
actually-
notated everything, I'll bring the book to you just for you to double check
Yeah.
and make sure it's
Yeah,
got
and
everything
then,
you want.
then I'll
shoot.
cross off the thing and put
But
my
the dotted lines where you
signature against them
aim.
for you.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you, sir.
No
Here is
problem.
where it
Okay.
connects.
Thank you very much.
I can't see.
Hi, sir.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. It's like the
Yeah.
Really
Oh
cool.
wait,
It is the
If
best.
he gets a
art.
kill, he just doesn't have.
Nice.
All
if
right.
you're looking at Sawyer,
Yep.
it's actually the
Outside.
Oh, is that the chair? Oh,
Active anyhow, so I mean, I figure it'll be all right. Here you are.
thank you, sir.
Marvelous.
Is he
Cover
can't.
up your sign, Duncan.
Yeah.
These signs are too
Ba,
small.
ba, ba,
I told him.
Draw.
Oh my fuck, the sign is too
Mhm.
big.
Need a bigger board
Need
there,
a sign that's
Cleveson.
just right.
Yeah, I suppose so. Jesus. Let me see here. Any cross space under here? I guess probably not. Well, we'll just take it down when we're done with it.
From the back. There's back.
Maybe they could put it to the side.
Where's
Saying in the back, you know what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anymore.
Mhm.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think.
Wanna give it to me?
Okay.
Get over there.
is he up there?
Okay.
Yeah, I think he.
He's up there.
But as
Yeah.
I've got an idea.
all right. But yeah. I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Seems like good. I sent you an.
Because he's pretty much done, isn't he?
Perfect.
Uh,
I put it in the.
Come on.
when?
Do you guys think it should be a blackboard
just-
or a whiteboard?
Green. Or
Green
chalk.
board. Okay, okay.
You with Silver Meadows?
It's like,
The only greens I
Oliver?
have are mad bright. Do you have any like not?
Let me go get some.
Yep, and I have some doubts because when I was instructor, I have some problem with lieutenant, and
yeah, that'll do.
I need to ask secretary if he know about this.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll address it and get it sorted out. Don't worry. Have you
always keep the cavalry green?
Have you spoken to him just now or not yet?
Sir.
Yeah, I probably speak with him, and I'm also curious because he's not on my time when I wake.
Oh, I know.
I'm more like
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Time of London.
Like even ship of the day.
Yeah, no, it's
Strange.
no worries. We'll address the point. I think they're both busy at the moment, are they? Yeah.
Aye. Good, I have a copy of reports.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially what I need.
You covered up for.
Yeah, I brought.
I warned him.
Oh, that's
But, yeah,
a
I did a little.
Secretary Puffin, you got one moment.
I sure do.
Sorry, back up the hill.
That was a hide.
Today.
The hide.
Perfect.
Right, sorry. Just spoke to Hendrix. He's pretty much signed off. Because we're backdated it all. He's pretty much done most of everything that needs to be doing apart from the lessons. So I'm going to have pretty light fingers on that side. But I just had a quick passing by conversation with Oliver, and I think he wants to have a word with yourself or Secretary Bowes. He has a issue with Silver Meadows, apparently. I'm not sure what, I didn't ask, but don't get involved with that. But before he said that, I was thinking that I'm more than happy to take on Oliver, plus the fact that Hendrix has...
Please do. If you could do that, we'll just switch that up right now, because it's already gotten that. I was literally just talking to Silver Meadows about that. So, yeah, there's friction on both ends. Please take on Oliver for me. I appreciate that.
That's not a problem. Say Hendrix is pretty much sorted. I'll still oversee Hendrix, sign him off, etc. Still try and get him out, etc. But I think Oliver's more of a task. So I'm more than happy to take him on board and take it from there with him. So if you're happy with that,
fair enough. Thank you.
Did you want to speak to him before? No, it's not my pleasure. I'm always happy to. No, did you want to speak to Oliver and just say officially it's changed, or you happy enough?
Yeah, I can let him know. Oliver, come here real quick. Oliver, Captain Smythe is your new mentor.
Aye.
Right. So
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
let Silver Meadows know, and from here on out, you got any questions? Go ahead and talk to Captain Smythe, and he will get you squared away.
Mm-hmm.
I also give the secretary Bowes a report from the past about situation with Lieutenant Silver Meadows, what I had when I was instructor. So yeah. I just give this. The first report I give this to Commandant Kingsley back days. So
Yeah, I understood. Yeah. So I just Smythe is gonna be Oliver's mentor. Angry.
So what was it? I was reading.
There's some conflict interest, so we're gonna put Oliver with Smythe and call that a day.
All right, and then Silver Meadows, who he's gonna get?
We'll give him Ramsey. He was already training Ramsey, so we'll talk to Duncan about it.
He also
is a different time
But
zone.
then Smythe is 3.
I just spoke to Secretary Puffins. I just spoke to Hendrix, and Hendrix is pretty much signed off already, due to the fact of backdating everything. So I've got him to fill out his book.
Everything?
Most things.
Most of his field work.
The field work. Obviously, he's still got the lessons to do, and but I still said to him, obviously, and he's still keen to go on board a ship with me, so we can do a practical.
We can just give Hendrix to Duncan then.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah, fair enough.
I want to give two. I don't want to. Yeah, I want to just. Yeah.
But then let's just give Hendrix, instead of shuffling everything, we'll just give Hendrix to Silver Meadows.
I mean,
That'll work. We'll call that a day.
Some of this also I complete this training even as instructor, like ship workshop familiarization, all this thing. We work in the past with the workshop and also teach cadets what to do, what to not do in the workshop, how to move materials, all these things.
So for some of that, I would recommend just go through it again, so that it's the latest and greatest, and just talk with them. So we can.
Yeah.
Shouldn't take too long. It's not very hard. I mean, it's pretty simple, straightforward stuff that they're going to be briefing you guys on. But this way, at least you know how the current processes work.
Yeah. We'll sort out. We'll sort out Oliver. Okay, so have you got time for this lesson, Oliver? Get that signed off.
Yeah. For this now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going in anyway, so I'll speak to you afterwards.
Aye, thank you, sir.
Don't listen, Chief Ozzy. Is it too late to? No, you can get him for the lesson if you can get here and get that signed off. Oh.
Silvermouth, come here.
Ah. Well, that one.
All right.
Oh, yeah. How to be a captain, 101. No, don't worry about it, mate.
Right.
You'll be fine.
The one in the top left's the classic crossing the T, right? You cross the enemy's
Got 2
nose,
weeks to do these
deliver
lessons,
fire,
so
very safe
get
maneuver,
sorted.
A-grade maneuver. Perhaps one of the best maneuvers you could hope to make while at sea. Excellent, excellent. On the bottom left, you have a spank the ass, F-grade maneuver. Spanking the ass of the enemy ship, if the ship is mobile, is perhaps the most waste of cannonballs you can make while at sea. Your crew's likely to miss a lot. You're likely not to really get anything done. Even if you do take planks, it'll hardly be worth it because they're already getting away from you every second that you're on that angle. Locking gun ports is maybe a C or B grade maneuver. Locking gun ports is the bread and butter of many a naval fight. Typically, Navy crews are disciplined enough to win out despite whatever disadvantage you may have had while locking gun ports. All in all, it's a maneuver you should take if you are confident in your crew, but you should be keenly aware of the enemy and see if their crew is better than yours. And if they are, move out of this maneuver. Lastly, we have a joust. Joust maneuvers are easily a D grade maneuver. A joust maneuver is fine enough for reminding the enemy that you still have a pulse, that you're awake.
Mr. Beginning.
But it's not any kind of maneuver that you will ever win a fight with. At times, you can lock into a twist with an enemy, and you can continue to lock gun ports at opposite angles in the bottom right here. But that seldom ever happens, and if it does happen, either of you can just peel out at any time. Which brings us back to the concept of pressure and concerted fire. To sink an enemy vessel, you need approximately 150, 200 cannonballs of concerted fire on the enemy. This means your fire needs to land all within a certain amount of time of each other. So if you land 200 cannonballs over the course of 10 minutes, you're not going to do anything to anyone, are you? If you land 200 cannonballs within the course of 1 minute, I cannot imagine many a ship can withstand that kind of barrage despite whatever level of crew they have on board. If you have constant pressure, right? If you have an A-grade maneuver like crossing their T constantly, an A-grade maneuver or a B-grade maneuver like locking gun ports, this is pressure. Crossing their T is pressure on the enemy. Locking gun ports is pressure on the both of you. All these other maneuvers are very low pressure and hardly count to your concerted fire count. They simply waste your cannonballs. Every cannonball you expend that does not go to the enemy, that is not part of a concerted fire maneuver, is a wasted cannonball. So even if you land all your cannonballs on your opponent over the course of a war game or a fight, over a half-hour mark, but then you don't do anything, it doesn't matter, does it? You basically didn't do anything over the past half hour. All you did was waste all your cannonballs and not really get any kind of product. Sometimes your enemy will be so talented that this is all you can do. The fight will be too steep and too hard, and the best that you can do is indeed use your ammunition, and once you're done with your ammo, simply leave. But if you can apply pressure, if you can find those openings, if you can use maneuvers to find said openings, that is the ideal gambit for any Navy captain. Understand, you will have fights that are simply just too big for you, too difficult. In these situations, it's important to keep count of your cannonball count and save 100 for getting away. You should never burn all your ammo because, again, if the enemy gets too much pressure on you, you'll sink. And how do you avoid pressure? By maneuvering well. Say you maneuvered poorly. What's your next option? Use your tail guns? Maybe. If you are able to fire a defensive volley with your gun ports, however, you apply pressure back to the enemy, enough to beat them back and buy yourself more time. If you spend all your ammo fighting the enemy, thinking you can sink them down to the last cannonball, you will have none left to get your men home. So, when on a Navy vessel, your cannonballs actually run out at when you have about 90 or 80 cannonballs left. I would say that's when you're out of cannonballs for fighting, and you now have all your cannonballs left for retreating. So these are the maneuvers here. Again, top left, A-grade maneuver. Bottom left, F-grade maneuver. Top right, B-grade maneuver. Bottom right, D-grade maneuver. Make as many A, B-grade, C-grade maneuvers as you possibly can. There are more complex maneuvers out there, but these are the basics, and the basics that we will cover in 101. Now, bear with me as I talk to you about the serpentine maneuver. This involves a little bit of mind play with the enemy. Say this is the enemy vessel here on the left, and your vessel is being chased ahead of them, right here, right? What you would do to execute a serpentine maneuver is begin to twist your sails in the opposite direction of the wind to slow down. This will allow them to close a little bit. As soon as they're about one brig distance away from you, you execute a quick switch of your sails to the direction into the wind, which will allow you to quickly gain speed, baiting out their maneuverability. As the captain is now thinking about your sudden gain of speed and trying to project your new course, you're going to twist hard to the starboard report. As you twist hard to starboard report, your ship, with its newfound speed as you turn into the wind, will now be out of position from the enemy's original location. Something like this. As the enemy is moving forward, they're going to start to turn into you. At this point here, as they begin to turn, you immediately twist back in the opposite direction, right? As you twist back in the opposite direction, so long as the enemy has fucked up just enough, you will have now gained a T-cross, even at an oblique angle, and you can now deliver fire to the enemy as they maneuver out into this new angle, trying to cross you. So right here is where you deliver most fire to the enemy for a brief T-cross moment. This is a serpentine maneuver, and so it goes like this, and then like this, like a snake, right? You got your little rattler there, you got your head, got your fangs, right? You're a snake, and you're trying to wrap around the enemy.
Just like plug socket.
Serpentine maneuver, simple on paper, can be difficult to execute depending on how talented your enemy captain is. However, it is direly effective against any novice or inexperienced captains, inexperienced pirates. Even advanced pirates, so long as you are playing enough mind games with them, faking them out enough, you can make them think you're going to do a serpentine when you aren't and make them react and serpentine in the opposite direction. A lot of sailing is ultimately mind games. Now, this is a switchback maneuver. Watch closely here. Sometimes when facing the enemy, you can bait out their T. Now, this is not so simple or not so easy, right? But it can be done. So when the enemy ship is here on the left, and you have your ship coming in to their T, before you are in range, we'll say in range is right here for cannon fire, right? You have an opportunity here to perform a switchback maneuver. So what you can do in a switchback maneuver is make sure that you are sailing sort of in the wind, but not quite. And you are going to feint slowing down to trick the enemy. So as the enemy moves northwards in this direction, right, their broadside is here, you're going to slow down a little bit right here, right? So your ship is now just slightly ahead of where it was. As they're coming into range, this is closed, right? They can hit you now. Right here, you're going to call for your starboard side to fire. Your starboard side will begin firing. You will call for your LT to perform a full 180 flip of your sails. What this is going to allow you to do is deliver a starboard volley to the enemy as they come into you here. So the new location of the enemy ship is going to be just about right here. And you are going to perform a 180 switchback. Your LT will flip your sails 180 full, and you will perform a U-turn, and call your crew to move to the port side for cannon fire. Your ship will now have flipped, and you will have tanked their damage, so to speak, with every side of your ship as you continue to deliver fire to just one side of the enemy ship. So a switchback maneuver here, if performed correctly, will put you on even ground, and you are now locking gun ports, and you will have taken the first volley to your port side, to your starboard side, and you'll now be delivering damage with your port side. So this allows you to kind of sort of take the enemy's damage better than they can take yours by forcing them to fight on one side. An enemy will be confused by this maneuver typically and gambit on thinking that they can take you and be attracted by spanking the ass, which we know is an F-grade maneuver. If you can think of F-grade maneuvers, right, and the enemy taking them against you, that is great. The more F-grade maneuvers the enemy makes, the more cannonballs they waste, the more materials they waste, the better off you will be. Never ever take damage for free. So do not make them make shitty maneuvers while you get nothing in return. In this situation here, we're making them make a shitty maneuver, and we are punishing them with our cannonballs for it. A 180 switchback is a tandem maneuver. It requires a captain and an LT to perform at top speed. A captain can do it alone, but it will be slower. No matter how hard you try, it will be slower.
Quick question for you, Cap.
Certainly.
So while you're pulling off this maneuver, what if the enemy ship spots it as you're pulling your 180 switchback and they end up turning to port? That would end up, by the time you get done with the 180, that puts you towards their aft, perfect position for them to cross your T.
You're going to slow down a lot, Hendrix, like a lot, as you're doing your 180. You will basically be at a standstill. So long as the enemy is continuing to move port, starboard, or straight, the only time it'll work against you is if they stand still. And if they stand still, just keep turning. Just continue your barrel roll. And simply, cut out from their rear. If it's the case you're facing a captain that talented, then yes, you have to be a little more creative. But your maneuver is a defensive roll, and no one is going to catch you in a defensive roll. So as you switch back around, right, you're still rolling the whole time, highly defensive. No one's going to take shit off of you. You're not losing anything while you're rolling. So if they do indeed stop or make another maneuver to counter, you simply have to continue turning and turn out of the way of their angle.
Would you say this is a good... I apologize for interrupting you, sir. I thought you finished. Apologies.
That's fine.
Would you say this is a good one if they're faster than you, if the ship's faster than you? Doing switchbacks like this?
Yes, it'll work against faster opponents, to be sure. Slower opponents, you may need to maneuver harder, actually. Understand that oftentimes the pirate will indeed be faster than you are, right? So situations like this, the Serpentine come in handy a lot because they're going to want to chase you, and they will catch you. A switchback is fantastic for changing pace.
Ship after the bells. Bells always come first.
So, on the subject of speed and pressure and concerted fire, enemies' pressure on you is very important. A very classic mistake you will see a lot of captains make, a lot of people make while in combat and panicking, Mr. Bonnet will tell you, is that when an enemy is chasing you and they are faster than you and they're gaining on you, the dumbest thing you can do is sail straight, right? Catching as much wind as you can, thinking you'll somehow magically become faster and outrun the enemy. You won't. They will catch you anyway. What do you need to do, right? If your ship is not faster, what is something that can be faster than the enemy? Anyone?
Fire.
Wrong. Your brain. Your brain can be faster than the opponent's brain.
Sneaky.
As such, you must make moves that are erratic, unpredictable. You must be a captain that can adversely change the playing field despite your slower speed. Mr. Bonnet has had some examples of this while being chased by Black Rose the other day, right? He sailed straight and he was punished every goddamn time for it, right? As soon as he realized he had to peel and shave and make a few close turns, even though they seemed dangerous, the enemy was all of a sudden unable to keep pace with us. Because while their ships were fast, their minds were not.
And there
which brings me to sensing your
the end
doom.
of the lesson. Pirates
a very
are dumb.
unique talent that most captains will grow as they come along is being able to detect when they're going to be sunk. When you look at the field as a picture, you can start to sense just about when your doom is being outlined. When I'm sailing a ship, I can feel when other ships are going to be clenching on me. I can tell by their moves how much bloodlust they have, how eager they are to come in for the kill. You will always have to just judge when this is. It is a gut instinct. You could be wrong, but you're in command. So even if you are wrong, the decision is yours to make. And if it's a mistake, it's yours to make. So you're going to have to decide and be confident in your gut instinct when you feel your doom. And when you feel your doom, you have to move immediately in any other direction but the one you're going in, because the direction you're going in is where you're sensing doom. So move. Go anywhere else. Anywhere else will trip up the enemy. It'll be a different maneuver that they will have to compensate for. And so long as your brain is faster than theirs, so long as you are thinking harder, failing harder, you'll make it out. Any questions?
So it sounds like it's more like chess in that case. You're thinking ahead
Mr. Sawyer.
All right.
Whenever you're fighting a more novice captain, it is indeed just slamming cannonballs into them.
I go for
Whenever
that
you're
checkmate.
fighting more seasoned captains, it is 100%, almost 50% mind games. It is less so about my ship versus your ship. It is captain to captain. It is who is thinking harder, who is tricking the other captain into a mismaneuver. Every second that you are out of the wind, every second that you are firing cannonballs, every second your gun ports are open, are all maneuvers. Everything counts. You have to think of everything and be a perfect captain as often as possible in order to beat the enemy. So, let's see. Mr. Harp, what's a serpentine maneuver?
Serpentine is it's the one that's a bit like a snake. If I recall correctly, so I'm a bit in and out of ish right now. You essentially you're going straight. You turn.
I'm guessing it's
you
what I
start turning. Let's say you're being chased by enemy ship. You're going
I'll go
straight.
get-
You turn starboard, and then you notice the other ship turn. Then you immediately switch to port, and then you're gonna get a T-cross on them.
Aye, aye. What would you say the T-cross angle is in that situation, Mr. Hendricks? Would you say it's an ideal T, or what kind of T would it be?
Switching back from that, I
Not
wouldn't think it would be
ideal.
the most ideal tee because you're still going to be coming in at a bit of a curve.
Mhm.
So it's not going to be an ideal tee, but you'll still be able to expose them to fire. So if you repeat it enough, it'll end up being effective.
Correct. It will be indeed at a curve, so you'll have a slightly oblique T rather than a regular T, but it's still a T, and you'll take it. The curve T is an acceptable answer. Excellent. Mr. Bonnet, what's the switchback maneuver? What's it for?
It's to disperse the damage on your ship so that you could build distance and hopefully bait them into follow you so you could cross their T.
Marvelous, Mr. Bonnet. Mr. Sawyer, what's the concept of concerted pressure?
Ensuring that all your cannonballs are used in a shorter period of time rather than an extended period of time, as many as possible.
Excellent, excellent. Austin, how long you been back there?
Just got here, Captain.
Did you? Okay, that was you walking in. Marvelous.
Do the lesson again.
Mr. Oliver, what type of maneuver would you say a switchback is? Would you say it's something you could do on your own, or is it a...
Switchback maneuver. It's like the last one what we present. So let me put this in the word. So we need to, let's say, if we take the first, if we put the first damage to go to the port side, so we can switch and use most on the starboard side. So we just took one, let's say, volley on the port side to switch back to use the starboard side.
All right, that's not a bad explanation, Mr. Oliver. However, the question I am asking is, would you consider a switchback maneuver you can pull off on your own, or how would you pull it off?
How to do this maneuver, yes, from the start.
How, as far as you as a captain goes, your hands on the wheel, can you do it by yourself, or how do you do it?
It's better if I have lieutenant on the sails who control the sails.
Excellent, excellent. And do you need your lieutenant to turn the sails the whole time, or just once in the opposite direction? True or false?
One time.
One time. Excellent, excellent. Excellent. All right. This has been the basics of Tactics 101. Tactics 102 will cover more advanced maneuvers.
Did I understand
as
that?
well as some live field training.
Because you could actually do it on your
understand
own.
that Tactics 101 will run again at different times. It's about a 20-minute course. Not too bad, not too painful, right? At this time, if you have books to sign off on, throw them on this podium until I get a box. Just
It's a bit fingerly, fidgety.
Shower you with them, sir.
Weird. Trying to do the turn and the sails at the same time.
That was quite a good throw.
Alright.
I hope I'll
I gotta go
put
take
name on the first
take a
page.
nap for about
I hope you all have names on your records.
hour.
All of you have named your records, right?
Oh, it's about to be a rerun of when they
Yeah, I'm
had
gonna
us
pick
all
these up.
line up at the
If any of you
approach.
not put your name on your, yeah, Ensign Sawyer, Harp. All right, I'm gonna pick these up. Versus on you, I suppose.
So would Tactics 102 be another separate course?
It would be.
Perfect.
Have you heard of any other electives that are being planned, sir, other than Tactics 102?
I think Captain Duncan's gonna teach you how to make a bong.
A bong or a bomb?
Bong.
Both?
Oh, okay.
You wish.
Billy Bong.
I'm
Gordon.
gonna.
I'm
gonna be going over.
You'll get that given
schooner engagement
either by one of the
withdrawal
secretaries or.
Motivating your crew and assigning them to resupply a ship.
I can get a copy for you.
Ocean to refit, restock, and good to fight again in 4 minutes.
I'll get a copy for you.
How to turn your schooner into a missile.
It's this thingy here.
Mhm.
So I'll just grab this copy
down.
for you.
Sounds like fun.
Teamfight Tactics would be a very good one, like not Teamfight Tactics. What
That's
am I
just-
talking about?
meet that.
That's a different thing.
TFT, really?
No,
Get out of
but
here. Get out of here.
2v2 tactics. 2v2 tactics, sir. That's what proper maneuvers with an ally, basically. And,
Thank you for hosting the
that's
class,
things
Captain Cleveland. Appreciate it.
that would be a good one to go over.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this all week, Admiral, sir. Vice Admiral, sir.
Gonna be honest, that's exactly what we were looking for, and it was amazing. And,
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
Head of
Unfortunately, I missed the beginnings of it, but I'm making a nice detailed log. I got about 12 minutes of logged, instructionals, potentially for distance learning.
Excellent, sir. That'd be wonderful.
Also,
the
for the
next time
people,
I
If,
attend,
for example, Murphy never is around during these times, right? So.
That's exactly
Here's
what I'm
also
reporting.
a pile of books back. I mean, good luck.
Make sure you put your names on.
I'm just gonna grab them and just.
You
pass
must.
them.
Wow.
Also, for the
Give me
instance,
the
you
RPC, the
have,
green one that says my name.
if you need an office, if you
Sorry,
need a
how did you manage to
workspace,
slow
you
this
have
process down?
offices here
Hendrix?
to your left.
Didn't.
Or to all instances, you have an office.
Oliver.
Choose one. Two per room. 2 per room.
So does that?
Lieutenant, sir.
2 per room is all I'm saying. 2 per room.
But also,
You've
don't be
got
trying
Captain
to
Mark book
roommate
as
with
well.
me if there's still offices to claim.
Can I give you I can't give you a copy, Mark, because I've got a load of stuff in
Unless
it.
you want to get
I'll have
your
to-
face painted by him. or
Well,
something
actually, I
like
could probably
that,
do a
yeah.
copy and then delete
Yeah,
everything
damn
out.
right. Yeah, I've got.
I'll get it to you. I'll have to try and get a copy of.
I want the corner office. Excuse me.
Secretary
Still some
Bose.
pine fries.
So you got some brass knuckles.
Sorry, quick question. Is it possible to get? Have you got any blank copies of
You did.
the book for
Supreme.
Murphy? I can put in his mailbox for him. With a
I even
note.
have an altar to my cavalry regiment.
And also the captain's
I'm
log
gonna get a
template book.
5th Cav.
Yeah, there's ask the clerks.
Ah,
They
okay,
can
yeah.
provide you with copies.
Nice one. Thank you
Black
very much.
Knights.
Also, I'm
Alright.
gonna put a copy of the book in your
Got
mailbox.
myself my office.
Ah, excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I'll get them
Alright.
passed across to him.
Sorry, what?
All right, you should be
I
all
was
good.
just saying, I got myself
to check your mailboxes often.
at least twice a day, sir. Me.
Uh,
Like I brush my teeth. All right.
Speaking of mailboxes, I'm gonna go check my own. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the class, Captain.
Real
Thank
quick,
you.
Secretary
Thank you.
Bose, just for the sake of clarity, the
Anytime.
2v2 war games is
Where is
supposed
We'll
to
be
be
taking a patrol out today.
if
I'm
you
assuming.
helmed
is that
it,
right?
not if you just
I
participated.
need to go
is that
check my
correct?
orders,
Yeah,
but I
counted.
Okay.
Alright, Oliver,
because
come
the
here.
only
Do
person
we
that
know
helmed
what
our
the
ship was Lieutenant
bells were
Silver
about?
Meadows.
Yeah, they know.
There's probably a ship going out again.
Yeah,
But there will be more.
Yeah, I just have that and ours with Davenport and the ops.
Stand on the
Vice
rain for a
Admiral, do you
minute.
know what the bells were about? Or is he
Alright.
there? Secretary?
nope. I was getting
You know
something.
what the bells were about?
No, I didn't hear any bells.
I
Have
didn't hear
you got a
Yeah, they went off
house
twice,
or where are you
in,
staying at the minute?
Yeah. Well, I know one was
His
the
office?
Admiral and the Lords
You're staying-
going
you're actually sleeping in here, are you?
to an inspection.
Yep,
Oh,
no, I just sleeping
okay.
here. Because,
I need
yeah,
to
it
get to
was
the inspection
fun.
because apparently that's a sign off I need.
You want to stay in the Bulldogs so I can get keys? Room
Yep,
if you want.
if you pay well, I can stay there
Yeah.
in your house, sir.
Do that and then you got time now? I can grab you the keys and you can get yourself a
Yep,
some to stay.
I need like maybe 2 minutes at now. Like
Okay.
in my head.
I'll
Yes.
I'll meet you up there. I'll leave the front door
Right.
open. Okay. We'll see you up there.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Right. It's my horse. This better be my horse. It's my horse. My horse, my horse. Dee-dee-dee-dee. That was a good 101, that one. Do 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 do. No, not there anymore. Oh my god, dying. COVID. Excuse me. Should have muted my mic. Apologies. There's more and more colours going on to that parade square every time I wake up. Why can't you, why's that following? What? Follow distance. I'm back. What the hell? Follow chain. Why is enable follow? Why has it got follow distance medium underneath it? Is that a new thing? Is it? Hmm. Hmm. Have some more damage there. Have some more damage. Do. Get a animal crate. I need an animal crate. Let's put my horse away. I'm so annoyed those trees have been cut down there. Really nice with the trees there, but it's over the war dock a bit better. Grab him a key. Set of keys. Now should I? No, Murphy's got that room. Should I give him that? Or should I take them both out and put him in beds downstairs? They should go into beds downstairs, to be honest. Should go in beds downstairs. Then once they're promoted to lieutenant, then they get the room. See, there's no motivation. Get everything handed to them while they're still OOC, I know, see, Murphy doesn't sleep in there anyway, so it's not going to make a lot of difference, but... No, I'm going to do it. Keychain. Of that, so need middle door.
Sir?
Bulldog 1. Bulldog 2.
I'm back, sir.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. I got told you need to... you don't need an off. No, that's strange. Rule number 1, don't worry about saluting in here, okay? It's kind of... But you do need to mind shitting on my fucking carpet. Good God.
It's just...
Well, it just came out. Yeah, of course it did. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's an office down. I don't know why you need an office
later
for.
on the PC. And yep, I really like this.
Right. I was going to put you in a room, but because you're still a cadet, I'm not going to. I'm going to take Murphy out as well. These are what, obviously, your rooms once you get your promotion, which you will do. Okay. I will do as much as I can to make sure you can get there. Obviously, you need to do your bit. Yeah. But for now, you can take a bunk. Okay. It's quite quiet in here, so if you walk forward again, yeah. there's a desk and such. If need be, I can have a little kind of. We can do something. Maybe get you an outside office, you know, downstairs. Make it. There's room outside, you know, if you want somewhere to have a desk and stuff separately. But there's a desk up here. We can get a desk up here. So it's nice and quiet. Be no one coming up here. So. But yeah, if you're not being in here, you've got this little veranda over the front, overlooking the trade dock. You get the nice sunrises in the morning.
Ah, yes, very nice view.
This is also my room. Bloody door won't shut. Let me just trade these keys to you, and you can test them as we go around. Can't believe it. Took a crap on my carpet. Okay, so try this door. Okay. Oh,
well, I cannot open.
Good. This little roof terrace up here. It's not been open yet, but it's got another little bar area. So, yeah, once we start going out, you know, we get a little bit of funding for our house, so you know, we can collect some local goods and stuff as we go around. You know, put some money into the local economy. Put canvases up, so if you want to grab a canvas somewhere and, you know, put your own little stamp on, you can do. Then if you're any good at doing artwork.
I had this admiral painting like with this woman behind, but I cannot find this, you know, maybe you remember from the last deployment?
Maybe...
But admiral very much hate.
Well, obviously it needs to be, we didn't, you know, being sensible with the type of pictures we put up, of course. Didn't wish to have Admiral jump up and down on me because we've got too raunchy a picture on the wall. But there's a room there and there's a room on the other side. There's only one person in this room at the moment. It's taking this end bunk here. It's Master's mate Edward Sawyer. But I believe he kind of sleeps down at the warehouse for the most part, but any other bed is free for you to choose from. These are, unfortunately, these footlockers don't actually store anything, but the boxes at the back you can store stuff in.
Right.
And just change the headboard to your rank and name. Okay. Hopefully you'll only be here in it for a couple of weeks.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. No rush. So, yeah, another kind of lookout area over the war dock. Get nice sunsets there. Had to put the extra roofing on as it was very easy to get a grapple hook up there and jump in. So just affords a bit more protection. Slow him down. Say writing desk, etc. Lots of storage. So if you want to use any storage for anything, feel free. Just if you want it specifically, if you just put your name on it in a file inside of it. We'll see all the mending equipment. So there's quite a lot of material in some of these. So if you need to repair anything, you can do it from here quite easily. Paint dyes at the bottom, spare beds and stuff like that in case you have an accident, jumping up and down, playing pillow fights with everybody. I have no idea. While the cat's away, the mice do play, as they say. Okay, if you try that door.
Oh, yep, I can open.
Nice little kind of cubby hole, kind of small office with a fire on. If you get too cold, just need to grab some wood in there. More storage. Try the key on that door outside there. It should work.
Nej.
So let's just take you out that way. So yeah, you can use this as office, write your stuff, and then I'll find out if we need to give you a secure filing space. Okay, obviously for like any ship logs and stuff. We'll work on that one. I'm not too sure.
It's now. Right. I just was thinking, did everyone have access to the NSYNC office or not? Because you know I have keys to the payment building, so it's
okay.
high secure thing.
Yes, so you need secure storage for. What we could do is just make one of those as storage. Actually, let's go do that now. So I'll take a bed out and put storage in. So I'm going to give you a key for this room. Open. Set door text. I'm going to put the 2 underneath it. So it's Bulldogs Officer 2 because the keys have been cut. I'll end up forgetting. I'll leave the bed in here. There's no point destroying that, but we can get another. Let me go grab a key.
Aye.
Office 2. God's sake. That one.
I just curious. This Betty's version when everyone can wake up.
No. We're not allowed all of those to be hundreds. But these are the beds that you don't lie on. I'm sure you're aware. You may have issues waking up to just kind of crawl onto it and go to sleep, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I have this problem with instructor office. When I have their office, I have like 2-3 cadets who wake up in the my office.
Just pick that up and don't put it on your key. Just see if you can lock the door. I'm sure that's the right key. Make sure you open it and close it. Yep. Stick that on your keychain.
Now I have 2 keychains. Which one is?
We can actually combine them if you want, because.
Yep, I need to figure out. I probably have with me still the cage.
But if you can remember how many.
For the baby.
Yeah, because it has a number on it as well. It says like keychain of 5 or more rings, or 5 or 3 or more rings, or keys, or 2 or more keys. I've checked both of those key rings. If you remember, because you'll have 4 keys for here now. Yeah, 3 downstairs and plus this one upstairs. So you'll have a keychain for 4 in total. Depends what's on the other one.
So we 4 in total. Alright, so I can put this one.
Depends what's under the keychain. No, if you've not put it on yet, you'll have 3 on that keychain.
Yep, I have 3.
So
should I put on the?
What's the other one you've got? That's for the.
Yeah, so I have 3 with the 1 additional key for this office, and I have other keychain key. Yep, with the 2 for the pay clinic.
2. Okay, so it's 2 on the other one. So it's so it's 3 on this one. Plus, so drop that new key onto the 3, and then that'll be for this building.
Aye.
Okay, and then the key for 2 will be for your payment. Yep. That's basically it. So, did you have a preference where you want to sleep?
I'll probably take this. Yep.
Okay. Just stick your name on one of the headboards and there's that key box there. I'm not sure if we can actually lock those. I'm not sure if can you. Maybe worth trying actually. You might be able to lock that key box. Can you lock the? Because it's unlock. Set
I
pin
don't think
code.
we can. It's probably only for the doors.
It's got a pin code on it, but I'm not sure if that. I don't think that really works, is it? But you got the office upstairs in a way. Only me, you, and Murphy can actually get in that, or we'll get into that.
I can always put my copy of my documents.
Yeah, so just create.
Oh,
Well, there might be another bookcase down here actually. Got Christmas tunes. Jesus Christ. Don't want Christmas songs.
Also, we get more people who awake on the London time. So, yep, we have a lot possible recruits for your house. Well, for our house, if I'd be here. So, yep.
There's no bookcases. Yeah, there's no bookcases in, unfortunately. So, but you can, if you want to grab one and put one in, you can do, or you can just use the one that's up there. And yeah, materials. There's like loads dotted around the place. So, just take out any that that you want. So there's something there's canvases in here. So just grab a canvas and put one up. I think. Yeah, there's 6 canvases in there as well. So, but yeah, this is your place. So don't worry about saluting anyone in here unless it's the kind of vice admiral or admiral. But you
so no salute zone.
Yeah, certainly. I'll stick a sign up stating that. But just a place for relaxation and getting away from it. So yeah, this is the outside bar. Not sure if you've seen it. Oh, a little fire pit down here, and yeah, the evening sun. Won't be far away, but yeah, it's good views. Unfortunately, can't see my ship, unfortunately, but you can usually see people scurrying around and obviously ships coming in. Good advantage as well for flares. There's a couple of times I've seen some flares up here, to be honest. Couldn't work out what colour they are, so I just left it. But yeah, if you want to come up here with anybody, you know, say this house isn't, you know, this house only, you know, anyone else you want to come up and chill out with, that's fine.
Aye.
So we'll get the bar stocked and have some downtime with that. Be all good. Okay. Did you get your? Have you got your book? We can get you. I can get my name against that, or I can just counter sign it. I'm not sure if I actually need to do it for those extra lessons, but I can do it anyway.
Oh, here you go. I also need to speak with the Vice Admiral and the Admiral because I already done like 3 war games. One with the Admiral, second one with the Vice Admiral, and third one with the instructors. But yeah, I can, like I said, I really like to do these war games even more, so it's always something new to learn.
Is it instructor? I'm not instructor though, am I? What's the word? Overseer? I don't know. What am I? Not instructor, I don't like.
And I see instructor buildings. I see some cadets from
Captain
here.
Smythe. Ensign. Done that. Cleaveson's done it anyway. Not drop, won't drop. I've just updated the insert page. Just put my name and house and ship. Instructor Cleveson signed it off anyway, so that's fine. I don't think I need to put my name on it. Just confuse things. So, yeah. I won't be around tomorrow or Wednesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Okay. But that doesn't mean to say you can't continue on getting all that crossed off. If you do any, obviously the lessons, make sure you get them signed off. If you do any of the other bits and pieces, get the copy of the ship's log for your records, and then I can use that as evidence just to back up your claim of carrying out anything on board a ship, or use the...
Can I give the what I already have? Because I've done already some patrols, and yep.
Yeah, if you've got anything to back up what you're saying, but see, you're around quite frequently, aren't you, for ships, though? Are you not, through the day? So, yeah, don't worry about, nothing's going to happen for 2 weeks regardless. Hendrix has pretty much done everything. So, his book's going to be completely signed off other than the lessons, quite honestly. So, nothing's going to happen for him for 2 weeks, so there's no immediate rush.
I keep track on the Hendrix, so I'm a bit behind him, but yeah, we are both instructors. I start fast by instructor, so I teach him.
I know it's you'll I know you've done it before, but if you can do it fresh, just do it fresh. If not, just supply some evidence.
It's not a problem for me.
Just supply some evidence for me to look at, and we can keep with or handy when you hand that book in, just in case the secretaries want to have evidence for whatever reason. They just want to double check it's not just been added in, if you know what I mean. So we'll cross the T's and dot the I's and make sure there's no issues come back to bite us in the ass later down the line.
I have a question. If I, let's say, complete the NID training, so Secretary Ferguson can put his name on the book, or he's supposed to speak with you, so then you can put your name?
No, if you do the training with the your walk-arounds and stuff, get them to sign your book. Just put a date against it, and they'll have the name against it again, so the secretaries can go back to whoever's done that training and query it if they do so want to. Okay. So the things I'll be signing off. I don't know. Not really had a look. Had a quick look. 1 second. It's this one. Read. Required courses, elective courses, field training. Yeah, so it's really going to be the field training stuff that I'll be signing off, okay? So we'll try and get some war games with you. Mentor, that's the one.
Oh, perfect.
And the other stuff will be, obviously, the elective courses will be the ad hoc courses that will be put up by people, so keep an eye out for those in your mailbox, or just ask around each day, ask any of the captains when they're doing their courses next, and get 3 of those signed off. You can do more than 3. I'll probably recommend, if you can, do whatever ones will go in, unless you've done them already, of course. The more information you get now makes it easier if you're doing the written exam, of course. And also the war games, implement, remember that stuff. Even if you're going out, you don't have to be in a war games. If you take your ship out, even if it's a schooner or whatever, you can still do the serpentine maneuver and stuff like that, just as a practice. Just get the feel of it. Just make it easier for you, obviously, once you actually do the war games or your final exam. Okay, so you don't feel like you have to only do it whenever you want.
No, at the current war games what I had, I don't have anyone on the sails, so it was something hard, to maneuver in some of this. Yep.
My God, minus 224.
But yeah, last time it really hard and long fight with the Hendrix on my But in the end, he win.
Yeah, I say, remember what Captain Cleveson said. you know,
Aye.
there's some good points in there. Even I picked up on, so kind of thought-provoking. So yeah, make sure it counts and just get it over and done with. You know, constant damage is what you want, not giving them time to repair ultimately. So, but yeah, we'll use these next 2 weeks and get you to where you need to be. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. Certainly whilst I'm around, although not around every day of the week, unfortunately. I'll certainly do my best to support you and yeah, get you that promotion. But use the other captains as well and the other ensigns, and just remember that you're setting an example. Okay, if you do war games off your own back or anything, make sure you're doing everything a captain should be doing. You're not here to rank up to lieutenant and that's it. You're here to be a captain, I would assume. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I try to hit the higher, but if I stop in the lieutenant, it'll be all okay for me. So yeah. But even lieutenant is the captain of the ship most of the time. If he's alone, so he shouldn't have knowledge of the captain.
Yeah. Do as you're told, obviously. As I say, if you're not captain, then do as you're told. Just keep your nose clean, okay? If anything comes back to me, then it'll come back to you, okay? And as much as I'm here to help you, we'll only put that effort into people that want to have that support and progression, if you know what I mean. So, which I'm sure you're more than capable of. Okay, so.
Yeah. I already sunk one ship, so.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's all a learning curve. Everyone, you know, was it Duncan sunk 4 ships, so it's the way it goes.
It's shame on me because it was the first person in the Navy who sank the ship. It was me on the second day.
Well, someone's gonna have to, aren't they? But you're here and look where you are. You know, has it gone against you? No. The only thing
I just take the lessons from this.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that'll go against you is you. So, as I say, if you take the ships, make sure they're all restocked, replenished. Make sure your crew is in control. They're not getting all rowdy. Make sure, because if they kind of learn that with you or other ensigns, when they're out, they're going to do it with me. And I've already lost my rag twice so far in this deployment, which is one more time than I did in the whole deployment last time. So, yeah.
Oh.
It takes a lot to get me to blow my top, but it's happened, and it's usually due to ill discipline on ships, which is down to you to instill that in people around you. And if you have any concerns with any captains that you may have, be it lieutenants or other ensigns or whatever, then bring it to me and we can address that in a suitable manner. Okay, just keep your nose clean.
I'll only have one issue, like I say in the past, with the Lieutenant Silver Meadows. So, but I don't know how his approach to me. But today I was like, you know, quite a bit like worried and concerned when he chose me, because it was the thing when I was back in the instructor, and yeah, I mean I don't have any like wrong things against him, but I prefer to be cautious.
Yeah, no, of course. You know, at the end of the day, everyone's not going to get on with everybody. And, you know, the higher up you go, you'll find that more people dislike you. You just have to suck it up and get on with it. You know, do your job, do it professionally, keep them safe, keep your ship safe, keep yourself safe, and you'll get on fine. It's just the way it goes.
I know I can have some enemies since I was instructor and I push some cadets hard to do their job.
No, that's it. You know, but you know, being an instructor, you're kind of got that lead on some others. You know how it's meant to be done, and yeah, just remember that training. Sure, Lieutenant Kinsley is doing exactly the same. You know, it's very different being a lieutenant of the ocean compared to you know, a training instructor. You know, where you're pretty much on land for 90% of the time. It's a different environment. But any other questions? Concerns or anything?
Oh, for now, no. Sound clear.
No problem. You know where mailbox is in HQ.
Yep.
If there's any issues, pop your mail into there. Well, in fact, if you have any issues, I've got access to that room upstairs. Just create me a folder in there, and I'll check that every time I'm awake.
Ah, right.
Okay, and we'll just use that.
I can put the bookshelf maybe in it.
So there's a book. Yeah, there's a bookcase in there, isn't there? So you can just use that. But if you want to pick up another one or whatever, but I'll look in there for any posts. So if you just pop it in there, if it's anything that you're kind of concerned that anyone may look at, then just put it in my personal post in the HQ. Because I'm always in there checking anyway. But I'm trying to go to sleep in here because the bed's more comfy, so I'll just run in there once I wake up anyway, and check the one down there. So whatever's easiest, either or. Just stick it in there and I'll respond back if I feel I need to by letter, or if not, I'll try and track you down.
And if I correct, you are also in the London time?
Yes.
Active?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nightmares, unfortunately, during the day. So the hours I've been around today. So on London time, if you want to work off that, it's roughly on a Monday 8:30 p.m. London time. I'll try and get on through to about just after midnight, 1 o'clock at the latest, due to nightmares at 7 a.m. in the morning. So Monday, Thursday, those 2 days are similar. Friday, Saturday and Sunday can be a bit on and off sometimes, but usually I'm on for most of that. Okay. Certainly Sunday I'm on pretty much every Sunday, and say sometimes Friday or Saturday may rotate slightly, but yeah, it's just really the days for you to be conscious of are the Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I will not be around on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If I am, it's just to check the mail. Okay.
I have it's hard for me to do schedule, because I have different time nightmares. I can have nightmares at the full day, or another day nightmares at the full night. So yeah, that's why I'm most of the time also active on the very early London morning.
Okay.
So after I go sleep, I just go active and to keep the ships.
Okay. My time, you can take it on the note at the bottom of the staircase there, near the sign on the wall. That's got my times on it. Just take a copy of that for yourself, and just stick it somewhere you can refer to if need be. But if you can stick a note into that office, just out of the desk, just create a note and stick it somewhere on the wall or the door or wherever it will stick on, and just put your times on there that you're around, and I'll get Murphy to do the same. And
right,
yeah,
we do this. Maybe not today because it's
no,
late.
Yeah, not today. We can do it tomorrow. And I'll see if you haven't speak with anyone, any sailors or anything looking for houses. But I think the secretaries will be looking at that as well. So, but yeah, if we can fill it ourselves, then we can go that route.
I can speak at the morning because now we have a lot, like I say, a lot new cadets from the London time.
Yeah.
And they nearly complete the training to become the sailors. Some sailors also.
Yeah.
Also have the London time. So yeah.
So
you have even more now crew than in the last deployment.
If you get a few names, just stick a letter into the secretaries and just copy myself in, just to keep them up to date, because they may have allocated. And just say, as requested by Captain Smythe, these are some names of sailors or whatever the rank is that wish to join the Bulldogs. And stick that in the post with their names. So nothing over the top, straight to the point.
You want to speak with them with everyone?
Yeah, we'll speak to them. But I'll trust your judgment. Okay. I think you know the type of ship that I run and the type of people that we like. So if they're just here for a joke and fun, then I'm not going to discount them. But they may not be on the ship for very long. But I'll work with anybody and everybody. I'll give them a chance, and if they don't want to change their ways and do the correct thing, then we'll move them on to someone else.
Yes, to be honest, I don't have any like people who make like a lot of problems, especially in the combat situation. Like we have very good sailors at now, and even some cadets.
Yeah.
We have some problem with the bosuns because in this deployment, in the previous deployment, we have a lot of candidates, what I remember to be boatswain or bosuns.
Yeah.
But we don't have at current at this one so many volunteers. It's most likely the same faces.
Yeah. No, it's I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. So I know it's late for you, and say I need to get off. So if there's not anything you need to verbally ask me, we can catch up later in the week. Get those courses done, get them out of the way. If you need to do them again, if you want to go back again, go back again. Or if you want to request a course to be run again, I'm sure Captain Cleveson will run it again. I know there's a couple of people who've not done it. If not, we can kind of address that separately. Either on a patrol.
Well, I like to learn. I can even do all the things. Like I said, it's not a problem for me to do the same even course.
Yeah, just help yourself. That's all I can. That's the best advice I can give you. Help yourself, and you'll pass this next 2 weeks and get that lieutenant's uniform. And yeah.
If I don't screw up something.
No. Well, if you screw up, own up to it. Learn from it, and just move on. It'll be forgotten about, and you'll learn from it. You'll be a better person for doing it. Don't worry about screwing up. We've all done it. Okay, right.
Thank you again.
Have a good one, and I'm going to have to put this horse away, and I'll be back up here to go to sleep.
Yeah, I need to fly.
Now
I'll just fly to NC Coffins and just go sleep there.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I have
if you want to take a copy of this, these times, it's just down here on this wall. Should be able to take a copy of that. Get it? I think you got it. You get it? You get it? Do you get it?
Alright, done.
Got it? Nice one. Right. Have fun, and I shall hopefully see you on Thursday.
Aye. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think Oliver went for captain last season, and he didn't get through, unfortunately. So we can get him through. We can get him through. The Bulldogs will get him through. He's more than capable. I think he just lacks a little bit of confidence. It's like a lot of people. Drake, Hex. He's ex-military anyway, RL. So he's got that background to do this straight away. I'm ex-military. Blaming Kinsley's ex-military.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello. How you doing?
Yeah, tired, but I'm trying to wake up.
You sound a bit more awake than when you first woke up.
Yeah. I literally just opened my eyes and then ran down there.
It's like still in your pajamas underneath all that uniform, are you?
No, I think I was in uniform. I hope I was in uniform.
No, I just thought you should throw your tunic over top of your uniform and your tunic over top of your pajamas, and that was it. But no, when's your next lesson? Or when's your first lesson, I should say?
My first, I don't know.
You're doing the bong. Oh, you was going to do the bong. Making a bong bean. I'm going to do that now.
I think I'm going to do like a morale lesson, like how to keep up morale on a ship.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at that.
I didn't realize what we put down was what we're going to teach, and I put down flaming.
I was just joshing, and then they took it seriously. I
thought they were going to collate it and then say, well, this is what we need to teach, and whoever can teach these dates and times, I thought everyone's going to kind of have a go at everything.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
But Cleveson did a very good job on his lesson, though.
Yeah, Cleveland's always good at that shit.
Yeah, well, that down to a T, isn't he?
But yeah.
I've got to do my safety in falling off a ship. Survival in water.
Make sure you include the safety lights.
Yes. No,
You know,
that was
a
one of
harsh,
the...
bright light that can be seen at night.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's I think that was last deployment we pulled that out, didn't we? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, it worked great.
Oh yeah, definitely, especially at night and in fog.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's white and it's like, oh god, turn it off, can't see. But okay, right, I'm heading off. I'm off duty now for the next 48 hours, so I'll probably see you on Thursday.
Alright, sounds good.
But you keep safe and same as last deployment. Don't sink too many ships.
Absolutely.
Save some for me.
Have a good one.
Where am I going? I'm going this way. What? Hang on, I'm going freaking nuts here. Where's my horse gone? Jesus Christ, I'm tired. That's what I get from working one day. What was I doing? I've lost my train of thought now completely. What was I doing at HQ? I didn't know to go to HQ. I was going to go put my horse in the stable. Good God. Help. This inventory. God, did that the hard way. Hope that picks it up. Sometimes it's a bit too far away. No. Have to be right close to it. My head. Do that. Nuggets. Not one. Store. Housed. Excuse me. Have to run all the way back up here now. Got enough stamina. It's fine. Scared of a little bit of water. Can I pick that up? Pick up one notice. Yeah, so Murphy sleeps with the chain gang anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's not going to affect him in any way, shape, or form. Read. Monk and actually fate. Please choose a bunk below. Into the board. The room next to this. Right. Because Murphy can only access that, so I'll leave a spare key. In. It's got a desk. I'll shove it in the desk. Can I open the desk? Left my office open. That was office 2. No keys there. Right. Mr. Murphy. Right. So it's got that. So that'll open up that room. Not even looking at that. Need to save this twice, apparently, for the thing to show up. There you are. Right. Job done. Job done. Ugh. Time to crawl into bed. And go to sleep. Because that is me done. 72 players on. It's quite busy. A lot of that is probably trade as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The mentoring, as it goes. Shame we can't get a bit more, but what can you do? Real life gets in the way. You got jobs to do and whatnot. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, as I say. But I shall be back. God, what have I done? What have I done? That one. I will be back. It's alright. It's not a problem, Chief. Ain't a problem. We can work it out. But yeah, you'll be fine. Just get your book signed off. We'll liaise via letters and stuff. Yeah, you'll get through pretty easily. It's only 2 weeks, honestly, so you'll go pretty quick. Just the big thing for you is obviously the lessons, trying to get the lessons done. But I'm not sure what Tyrosian was getting at. I think he was filming it to let you watch it on YouTube or something. But I think you probably saw most of that anyway. So if that's a thing, then obviously that's going to help. But yeah, just RP it out. Just RP it out. Interesting way of doing it. But I'll be back, as I said, a couple of times. Thursday, hopefully, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Should be, give or take a day or so. Meta. Yeah. Inverted commas, RP. It's all good. It'll be fine. But yeah, thank you much. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. It was quite interesting. But yeah, it's different side of the Navy with the training and all that, which is it's good to see. We've got to that point in time. So I'm gonna click this just here. Wish you a good morning. I think it's still morning. It's still morning for you out in Australia, Chief Aussie. And have a good evening, everyone else. Have a good morning. And I shall speak to you soon. So, toodaloo.